Hello, all you beautiful gems. Guess what I got today? Are you ready? I hope this works. I tried to set it all up. Where's my background? Where did it go? It's not perfect. I'll have to make some adjustments. I got a green screen, y'all. My dear friends came together, and as a late birthday present, they sent it to me. Let me see if I can. Ooh, let's not erase my forehead. I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit. Oh, I need to turn this down. That's part of the problem. Don't look through my face. Don't. It's fine. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a little bit textured. Oh god, don't do that. It's not perfect, but it's fun to play around with. Let me tell ya. How's everybody doing? Hi, little Lost Fox. How are you? Yeah, I feel like I need to put everything back to 0 here. Yeah, so there it is. Look, you can see. I mean, I suppose that's just a thing that happens, right? Look at me! Look if I go over to my gaming screen. It's gone. It's just gone. I have to move the cat chair out of the way. There. Then I look. Now I'm just sitting in my little corner. All different. I had to change my overhead lights because they were like a bluey green before. They were like an aqua color. And I was like, that's no good, because like my hair was all picking up the light. Like, even see if I go too close to the anyways, please wear a green shirt one day. You guys just come here for the chaos. So, how's everybody doing? How's it going? We are going to play Arcade Spirits tonight. I have deliberately stayed away from a lot of the information about this game. My dear, wonderful friend, Jackface, who I'm sure you guys have seen in the chat, or we've rated them a couple times. They...
Fuck yeah, bud. Just out for rip, are you, bud?
Just out for rip? Just out for rip, are you, bud? Yeah, that Jackface. They are the key artist and designer for Arcade Spirits. And, you know, I remember when they got the gig. I remember when they were first, you know, working through all the initial designs and sketches. And now they're working on Arcade Spirits 2. Which I recently put in an audition. Oh, loud. Oh, loud. Sorry. I recently sent in an audition for. Let's get into our prefs. Here we go. Whoa. Let's turn everything down to a medium. Ooh, pixel. No, let's do neon. So anyways, I knew I was gonna want to get and play this game. And I actually bought it for the Switch first when it came out. And then I never got to it. And then I was like, well, I want to stream it. So I bought it on Steam. And so now we get to play it. Now we get to play it. So I'm very excited about this. Okay. Load prizes. Unlockable artwork. Ooh. Look at this. This is so cool. So I do know that the premise of this is, what if arcades never died out? What if they adapted with the gaming industry and were still a common sort of fun deal? Sorry, let me just check something. Do, 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 do. Let's do that. So let's get into it. But I also know there's a lot of like fun romanceable characters, because I think this is a dating sim game, kind of. I think, I don't really know. And I've actually never played a game like this. I've never played a game like this. I don't think. Get some hydration, Cobra. Oh no. You know, I sat here while my starting screen was going, and I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I need a house mod. House mod. House hydration. Oh, whoa. Oh yeah, this is like a weird, it's like a purpley aqua color. Ooh. House mod. I did not try. Oh, yeah. So this is the other. So they got me this amazing green screen, and I got it all set up. But the other thing they got me, you guys. Oh God, you can't see it there. Look at this. They got me a really freaking nice mic, and it has a USB thing to change the color on it, and it has a tap to mute sensor. So I didn't want to fuss too much with my setup on the day that I was going to be streaming that night. So I didn't set anything up yet. Oh, thank you, pasta. Yeah, so I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, but oh my God. My friends are so good to me. House mod on the way. All right. Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. Oh, history. Oh. Okay. Auto, save, load, preferences. Okay. Oh. Thank you, pasta. Okay, wait. I will say this green screen has made it that there's a lot less room in my office. Okay, that's much better. New profile number 237771. Economic bracket, lower middle. Employment category, bleak. Current emotional health rating, low. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed. Okay. Negative. Premium level assistance re-requested. Proceed. Negative? Pretty please? Why? Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium service for profile number 23771. Thanks, pasta. I don't know why. Cobra, you're with me. That's what that means. Justification. Hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, this is cool. You took a sample of my pasta. What happens if I go dark? Oh, okay. Okay, I like that. Clothing, what kind of... Oh, interesting. We get to, like, fully design this. Hairstyle. Ooh, I like that one. Oh, I like medium. Skin tone. I am white. Am I making me? I'm making me, right? Oh, that's too white. I am pink. Can I adjust the name? Oh, I can. Oh, I get it. Arcader, like Arcader. I get it. Aqua. Aquacader. Aqua. gem. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. You know what? We'll make my outfit green. Just for the green screen. Name, Aquagem. Pronoun, she. Is this correct? Yes. Yes, that's correct. Premium level assistance for profile number 23771, Aquagem, has been activated for the sake of her hopes and dreams. For the sake of my hopes and dreams. Let's go. Let's do this. The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademark classic arcade game titles are used under nominative fair use and should not be considered an endorsement by their publishers or creators. These are their stories. Dun-dun. Winners don't use drugs! Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are there with me. Yay! Level 1. Put your quarter up. God, I was like at the tail end of arcades when I was a kid. It is the future, year 20XX, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe be to the human race plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamers, celebs, internet trolls, personal assistants, AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date, I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and a lifeguard for the local community pool. Ugh, I don't care what era of human history you live in, kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. So is this supposed to be me? As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Oh, this is my house. Oh, look at the wee penguin! Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain, really. It's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. That sounds delightful. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most of my family tree. Or at least I was before today. Juniper! Look at her cute little hairstyle! Oh!
Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
Oh no, I disappointed Juniper. The horrified-looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encouraged me whenever I lose a job. Like, you know, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset on your behalf.
Just a second. I'm going to turn the music volume down, and I'm going to turn the voice volume up a little bit. Share the little. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Because you actually enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks, at the very least. I'm not the complaining sort. Oh, look, there's me. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. Man, I do have a bleak outlook, don't I? It's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do, as long as we can make the rent, right? Wrong! I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that?
Yeah. I just want to be Juniper. Can I just be Juniper?
I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right?
We're trying to find happiness.
I
Yeah.
just want us to be happy.
I will say, one of the things that I probably not regret, but probably feel like I missed out on most in my life is like living with a roommate. I went to university briefly, but I had my own dorm room. I kind of moved from my parents, like I moved in, like, I lived in my parents' house, but I had my boyfriend move in with us. We had a loft apartment above, like, my mom's house. So I never had that, like, living with a roommate, renting an apartment. I did have a roommate when I first went on cruise ships. I had a couple of roommates sharing a, like, cabin mate. But that's not exactly the same thing. Like, I never had a period where I was like, we were living on our own, roommates, us against the world, you know? I never had that. I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
All right, this is about me. You're not missing out. You didn't miss anything. Oh my god, all of you. Can we change characters? My hair would look cute this way. Should I go back to bangs? The thing is, most of my bangs would be like gray, right? Oh my god, look at my hand. I'm having so much fun with this green screen. You didn't miss anything. Roommates are a grab bag. Sometimes they're okay, other times it's hard to deal with. Yeah, that's very fair.
We're gonna find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream?
Well, I'm standing in front of a class to give a speech, and I forgot to put my pants, and...
Your dream job.
Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought. This is also true. I switched a lot of, like, dream jobs in my life.
Oh, hey, I think I've just got the thing to help you out.
Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code into the glass before pointing out a little pink icon.
It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free, too. My cousin introduced it to me.
Introduce me to your cousin, then. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? Please introduce me to your cousin.
It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh?
Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess.
At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. One with less socks and or urine.
I'll think about it.
Okay, but don't think too long, alright?
In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Do you know I have a weird thing about not having the phone beside me in my bed? Like, I have to, like, have it on the floor or on the bedside table. Like, I don't want it on the mattress or on the pillow. I have a weird thing about, like, it being too close to my head. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. It's on my nightstand. Yeah, I have an IKEA bed that has like a built-in nightstand with like shelves, so it's kind of like behind the mattress stuff, so I usually tuck it in there. But my husband leaves his phone in the bed all the time, and I'm always like, get this thing out of the bed. Both of us had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life, a better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Can you guys read this okay? Yeah. Bless her heart. She means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life. The two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. That's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic? Yes. But skilled? No. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. Dream sequence. Alright, so we've got our setting. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she'd left a note for me pinned to the tiny fridge we shared.
Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out, believe in you.
How do I get that kind of sleep? Yeah, this is the most unrealistic thing about that game so far. Mind you, if you don't have to get up for work. Oh no, my teeth. Oh no, are my teeth a little... I'm gonna have to play around with this. So, a moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? What do we think? I think we're gonna give the weird little app a shot. I trust Juniper. She's a good heart. Hey, Sleepy, yeah! Look what I got for my birthday! ALB and Dina and Nico and Dan. I went and picked it up today. ALB messaged me yesterday and was like, hey, do you want to come down and pick up your present? And I was like, yes. And then I opened it up and it's a green screen! I'm still playing around with it. But look, I'm floating in space. I know, my friends are so good. And look what else, look what else. I know I keep doing this, but look. Oh, isn't it beautiful? It has like LED lights in it and a tap to mute center, so I can just go boop and mute the mic. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I didn't set it up though, because it's going to take a lot of playing around with everything. I know! I got so spoiled. I have such good friends. Figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job, I load it up, tap the icon, and... Hello! There's a little lady in my phone. Huh. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I went, huh. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so, you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future year of 20XX.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach.
Iris! Look at her little cravat! That's adorable.
This is the ad support.
Off to bed? Oh, thank you, little S Fox. We'll see you soon. Take care. I hope you have a good weekend and a great rest of your night. Pizza
You
yums.
know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Yes, I would.
Subscribing to Pizza Facts.
Yeah.
I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner.
All right, Iris.
Here to make all your dreams come true.
Excellent. Pretty tall order for an app to do, or are you some sort of wish-granting genie? I'm talking to my phone.
Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere.
Nice. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Too real. Motivation is something I have a ton of. Honest. Want to become famous? No! Go away! One subscription to Pizza Facts, please!
That's super! I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions?
Sure, why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings. It worked just as well.
Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program, with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life, all thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really, really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but I couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more?
Yeah, give me the sales pitch.
Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way, you can be the sort of person you want to be. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your responses to people: quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically.
Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y.
That is correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground. But that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper.
Can I install this app? Right?
Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you.
So what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically? I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad.
Heck no, they are all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Now, let's see my patent-pending identity identifier systems in action. How do you feel about dad jokes?
I don't tell non-jokes, sorry. Oh god, I'm already, like, frozen. I do not like puns. Ugh, I pass. I don't mind telling jokes, but I'm not gonna, like, randomly throw joke darts like that.
Yeah, I don't dig dad jokes either. I prefer limericks myself. So now that you've seen the identity indicators in action, do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators. Keep it a surprise. That way, it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. Ooh, I kind of want to hide them. So mysterious. Okay, I'll hide them for you. You'll always be able to spot basically responses, though. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now.
Oh, look at that. Steady response.
Will you look at that? Such a strong personality.
You asked me a single question.
Off to a great start, I'd say.
And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality?
Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or Chivos as the kids say, encourage app engagement. Chivos!
Okay, well, what's with the empty space on the left?
Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there.
Relationship scores. Wonderful. So, will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life?
Aqua, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right corner of your screen. And that's everything. Ta-da!
Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job?
Hmm?
I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
What? It'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
Ooh, spirit. You could talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in this room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams. Your life's passion. I can even help you find romance.
Romance? Seriously?
Seriously, often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place, but if you'd rather focus on gaining employment for now, that's fine too.
Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Yeah, open to the possibility. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not?
Super! And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now, let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata.
Aha! I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney.
Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor.
Bad command or
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax, I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized?
Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here, just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18th time's the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
please enjoy this recorded music.
Nice. Okay. Oh god. So, do I just stand here, or...
Thank you. Thank you.
You can't hear it? Wait, have you guys been able to hear the talking and the music? Maybe I should turn it up a little bit. I guess I do have it in my headphones. Give me a second. Maybe the sound volume would help. You can hear the music in the game though, right? Like that electronic? Let me check something. Yeah, because that turns it all the way down.
Thank you for...
Oops. Oops, I skipped over it. Oh well.
Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those, please. I don't think that's too much to ask.
What?
For your interview, silly, you want to look your best.
But we just... Oh, okay. How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat?
Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now, get a move on. Tut-tut, you need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away.
Well, this is happening. But do I have a chance to get off this runaway train? Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could. Get dressed for Iris's job interview. Let's go. Right? A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop on a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. But me, I was already getting dressed before she finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims it's serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe shop job at best. But, well... what is my dream, anyway? Ooh, +1 to... What was the... Oh, kindly. As much as I genuinely enjoy being a lifeguard, I can't say I've found true direction in life yet. I'd assumed I never would, honestly. When I was young, yeah, I guess I had hopes. I had dreams. Maybe even what Iris called a spirit. After things went south for my family, I learned to put all that aside. But assuming Iris wasn't out for my kidneys, what if it's not too late? I'm hopeful. So I thought, one last time I'll have some optimism, some faith. we believe. And as I came to realize weeks later, turns out I was right to have faith in my spirit. Yeah, arcade spirits, here we go. Whole story, Funplex, Pengy Barbershop, boring clothing store, delightfully dull, loan office, wub sub, E-freef. Sorry. Okay. The bus drops me off. Oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of 19XX, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into a tight space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded-up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds,
Hey, listen.
What do you think? Hey, listen! I think that's two things no human being should ever combine.
No, I mean about your future place of work.
I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook.
The one in the middle, silly.
What, behind the arcade?
It is the arcade.
Huh.
Trust me on this. I referenced and cross-referenced and cross-cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job.
My dream job, really?
99.97%.
99.9%. Accuracy. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen or more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Is this what I think it is? Is this the E.T. games? Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a seriously industry crash, so this is what actually happened, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home! They put it in! Oh my god, that's so funny. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it ruined video games for years. This is exactly what happened. Now, a copy of one of those is worth millions. We need Jackface in here! Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted, so here's where we veer off from reality. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but... I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure. 99.9. So you guys can't hear her voice? Maybe the music's too loud. Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. It's pretty quiet. Okay, let me turn it up, because it's, like, loud in my ear. Turn it up for you guys. We'll turn that down, and we'll turn the voice volume.
Hey, listen.
Is that better? Okay. We'll do that. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in... Oh, here I go. 15 years. Huh, I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, when I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now.
And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job?
What makes you think that's going to happen?
Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days.
Does that mean you shouldn't even try?
I open my mouth to protest and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. And besides, what is my dream anyway? That's what I was asking myself when I left the house this morning. I don't know what I want from life. I've been coasting aimlessly for years. When things started running downhill for my family, I had to grow up fast, put aside silliness like wanting to be an astronaut, and take what I could get. Now, thanks to Iris, I've got a shot at taking something a little better than what I usually get. I owe it to myself to try and be happy and paid, not just paid. So I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Let's go! Show us the arcade. Dance Dance Revolution! Castle Crunch! Fast Cars 5. Oh my god. Look at the carpet. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. Right? Jellyfish, me too! As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although, it's so packed with gamers I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. What? At once I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here, from the looks of it. Like, really old. Although, I don't recognize that game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing? Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
Checking. That would be a Showtime stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards.
Huh. I recognize most of these. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? Pinky! Moopy! Oh, I see. I think it's supposed to be like Pac-Man. Fists of Discomfort! This is great. What does this one say? Time Shooter? Time Shooters. But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me.
Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scenes for the last 8 years.
Two genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. Aww! Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
Yay! The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
Is that when you suplex a clown? A genie in my phone set up a job interview for me. Yeah. I'm gutsy. A magical space fairy or something that lives in my phone told me to come here to find my dream job.
Hello!
Hello, I am a magical space fairy, apparently. I half expected her to send me packing. Pretty impulsive of me to just talk about Iris like that, but she took it in stride.
My, oh my.
What they can do with technology these days. I really do marvel at what amazing things young people have in 20 beep beep. Although I do simply love to take a sledgehammer to those blasted video game consoles that eat at my bottom line. She said with such a kind-hearted and warm smile.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's
Francine's
Arcade
Arcade
Funplex.
Funplex. Faff.
Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear
Aw.
husband.
Look, she has a Pac-Man and cherry earrings. Look at the designs, you guys. Honestly.
Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Aw. Frederick. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
I love it! I love her! I've loved every character in this game so far. That's information I needed to know, yes. And you are? Aqua, Gem, ma'am. Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry it out in here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise, anyway? Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and the boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found, but in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. Well, now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. So, shall we see what you're made of, This way, please. I love her. Piggy! Penguin there, baby! Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out that the extraneous apostrophe. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please, have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for 12 jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is, I'm confident, prepared, ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Easy! Triceratops. What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Alright, chat, what dinosaur would you be? Tell me what dinosaur would you be? Right, okay, maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem, go with the flow, let's do this. T-Rex, no doubt about it, pterodactyl soaring through the sky. Ooh. Pterodactyl! Yeah, out of these, I'm going for pterodactyl. Yeah. Always wanted to be a bird, so... Wait, no, all dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. I've always wanted to be a flying bird, so pterodactyl, swooping around, catching up drafts, staying way away from the meat eaters. Really, how exciting. Even if, technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs.
What's your favorite snack?
Ooh, favorite snack. What's my favorite snack? Well, are we talking about like store-bought? Because I really like cupcakes. But I also really like ice cream. Ice cream's my favorite. What about you guys? You spelled it right! Well done, Cobra! Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos. But snacks.
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have... Chips or licorice? What? Do you like red licorice or black licorice, Sleepy? Hush you. Come on now, dear. We don't have all day. After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Tacos are also my favorite snack. Tasty apple with almond butter. Blech. Whatever munchies lurk in the depths of the vending machine. I don't want to do vending machine, but I feel like it wouldn't be tacos every time. I'm a fake licorice fan. I like both. You don't like tacos? I'm not picky, really. Whatever calls to me most is what I choose, whether it's Flamin' Hot Cheetos or gummy bears. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you feel like a savory snack, sometimes you feel like a sweet snack. You can't decide. Yeah, exactly. Very interesting. I see you go with the flow, a team player. It's kind of my thing. You know what they say. You are what you eat. Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I braced myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie
Oh,
apocalypse?
this is a tough one. I can cook, personally. I can cook. Like, I could make a good meal out of anything you bring me. You know, rabbit, squirrel, plant life. I could probably cook and garden. That would probably be my... But if we're talking... Like, that's if we're talking about, like, a survival bunker situation. If we're talking about, like, having to actually physically fight zombies, I'm the decoy. You guys just all have to be faster than me. Is this interview for real or is this a dream? As I look into Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious. I have a house, so I have a base of operations. It's a very valuable skill, though. I could kill something, but I have no idea how to prepare it. Yeah, I could skin something, I could debone something, I could cook something, for sure. I can make stuff. And hey, no loyals left to sue for malpractice. Oh god, this is actually me. I've had this thought. Especially if I had to, like, you know, save my children. Like, take me. You know what I mean? I can make stuff. I am good at problem solving. We'll choose this one for now. I can make anything out of a string, a match, and a screwdriver. Especially if what you want is a screwdriver wrapped up in burning string. We'll all bunker at Cobra's house and Aqua will cook. Deal! Feeding people is how I show them I love them. That's actually true. Good. We'll need someone to build makeshift defenses and think quickly in case we get surrounded. An inventive brain is always a critical role in any survival. One more thing.
Why are you here?
Yeah, why are you here? The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that takes me off guard. I told you, the magical space fairy in my phone sent me here to find a job.
You're seeking a job, true? But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt. You think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks.
Yeah.
Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex.
Ooh, dream chasing in the Funplex.
If all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than a vague hope that maybe this time I wouldn't lose everything. But that's just enough motivation to face each day, no more than that. It wouldn't be enough to answer her question. I needed to actually think this through. Plex of fun, and I like fun. Not yet. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had much lately. Let's do the hope one. Understand, I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago, but, well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. That takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping your, funplex. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation, that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. I could fight and kill, but I can't run. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work. Which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well. I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. Yay! We got a job! Oh, what happened there? I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Yay, we got the job. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
Oh, how marvelous.
Marvelous. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here, helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes, at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat.
Oh,
Poor dear.
such a shame.
He just wasn't cut out for this line of work, grandson or no. I've no patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry, the last person to work this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. I could also materialize past out of nowhere. It's not a superpower just because your name's... look at me. Look at me in my new job. Wait a minute, I thought I got dressed. I thought I got changed for a job interview. Okay, then. Look at this upside down penguin. I adjusted my seating on this semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. You could probably defend their base from other humans waiting to steal our things. Oh, my name's not synchronized pasta sauce. Tomato, basil, garlic. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Right? I was gonna say 5 hours later.
Fuck yeah, bud.
What?
Just over.
Rip are you, bud? Just out for a rip? Just out for a rip are you, bud? Just out for a rip? Yeah! Jackface! I don't think Jackface is here tonight. Oh no, am I getting bored already? Oh, look at my face. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass or a colored pencil set or a light-up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching so far, and the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. This has to be Gavin, right? He's wearing the uniform. Or maybe not. Nope, just walking right on by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado. In fact, he's a snappy dresser. Seems a cool dude. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in an arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. That's the game, the writer, but the artist is our friend Jackface, who did a lot of the designs, the character designs. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too. Yeah, this is Jackface's art. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? Pleased to meet you. I'm Aqua. I am Francine. I had some work done. I'm the new hire, not that anybody wants prizes. No, pleased to meet you. I'm Aqua. Hello, I'm Aqua Gem, your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you. He relaxes somewhat on hearing that. Somewhat.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for an octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. I wish my name was cool, dude. Pasta. Same. So, she explained the job to you? Gave you the papers to sign? She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on. And you're Gavin.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
Gavin Cooper.
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Whoa. Right, so as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that? You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. Wait, the carpets?
Seriously?
The floor. The arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you've likely gathered. It's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi, in that order. Who and who? You'll meet him soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Understood? Relax, I got this. Stress feeds me, makes me strong. This isn't my first pony ride. You can rely on me. But 911 for huge emergencies, right? Let's go with this isn't my first pony ride. It's not my first explosive or ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service, and I've worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me. Gavin nods approvingly. +1 Gavin! Look, we got a +1 Gavin.
Indeed.
Indeed. Aw, look at his happy face! Yeah. Making friends. Good. I like to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat there.
If you stay clear and honest with me, Do your work, do it well. We'll get along swimming.
All right, Gavin. I appreciate the lifeguard joke. Thank you.
I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
Magical arc of hopes and wishes. Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards. Yeah, because he likes me now.
Told you her theory that
this is more than just
a job, more than just an arcade.
That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain.
And dress
if
nicely.
I'm hurt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job.
Fuck yeah, bud. Just over
They are here! They have arrived!
forever.
This is the third time somebody has played this.
Forever, you bud. Just
Woo!
forever.
Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Hey, Jackface! We have been singing your praises. I'm having a lot of fun. We've barely gotten started. Oh, ripping it with my game? Yeah! It was so funny just earlier. Sleepy was like, oh, Google says this game is by Stefan. And I was like, yeah, but the art is by Jackface. I'm not in. Oh, yeah, he said this, right? I like to sleep plain and dress nicely.
Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another.
Where we belong. I like it.
Me,
I'm having so much fun.
love
I've
chaos.
literally been saving this.
I
I
love
bought it on the
random
Switch,
chaos
and then
and
I
stuff.
bought it for this. And, I love wrangling chaos specifically. Excellent. Excellent. I shall be your little chaos demon, Gavin. Don't you
The arcade
worry.
industry is high risk,
High reward. I manage it.
I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives.
Nice. Oh my god,
Everyone
I
in this
can't wait.
business has a
I already
dream
like my
that's
roommate. I'm already like, can I
That's
just be
okay.
with her?
prone to getting crushed by hard reality.
Hard reality.
My job is to see to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business.
Aw, Gavin.
So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, and you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard.
Ooh. That was her grandson, right? Oh, also, look, Jackface. Where's my screen? Where's it behind me? There's nobody here. Look. I got a birthday present. I got a birthday present. Look what else has I got as a birthday. I can't talk. Look what else I got as a birthday present. Oh, I can't wait to set it up. Hello, baby. Hello. You're so beautiful. I can't wait to see you in action. Isn't it pretty? I'm so excited. And they got me a boom for it and a shock absorber. Is that what it's called? Or is that just a car thing? I don't remember. It's fine. It's like I'm a real... No, wait, what does it say? The box says... The box says... We're all gamers. We're all gamers now. My green screen is a green cardboard from the dollar store. Yes. No, this one's like got a stand. I want to do like, oh my god, how fun would it be to? Oh my god, how fun would it be to play like remember what they used to do on Whose Line Is It Anyways, where like I would have to turn off my view screen so I couldn't see what was behind me. I wonder if I could set that up. Anyways, okay, we're playing a game. We're playing a game. We sure are gamers. Really? Oh my god! Do you guys want to see something? My dad doesn't watch my streams, so this is okay. Here, wait. Okay, I'm on just chatting. Okay, so just a second. Do you guys want to see what I did? This is what I did for my dad for Father's Day. I hope you guys will appreciate this. So, because if you like Whose Line Is It Anyway, look what I did. Wait, let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Where's my... Here it is. Okay. How can I make it big? I'm trying to think if there's any, I think we're okay. Look what I did!
Hey there, David Colomacher.
Oh, God.
Whose Line Is It Anyway here?
Not like that.
International comedy icon and, of course, role model to Also, I was putting coach to Tiger Woods. Just a little thing I
Can you guys hear him?
throw out there. What's going on, you're asking yourself? Well, let me tell you. The lovely Leslie, the fruit of your loins, has asked me to give you this little video to say Happy Father's Day. Thank you for all you have done as a wonderful father. She has told me quite a bit about you. The things that you love, golf, going to Florida, using coupons, even if they're expired. That doesn't seem right. What kind of example is that to poor Leslie? What else do you love? Golf. Living at the cottage. Oh, the Muskokas. Oh, yeah. No, it's beautiful up there. Exaggerating stories of his youth, playing golf, name-dropping celebs, watching golf on TV, getting something for free, even with something you'll never need or use, talking about golf, misremembering. I'm guessing golf is very important in your life. I've just started playing maybe the last couple of years. What are the most frustrating things in life? For 17 holes, you're frustrated, you're screaming. Then the last hole, everything's great. You think, I've cracked it. Just enough to bring you back. It's like a version of hell. Anyway, I'm glad you love it. I'm sure, you have to be better than me, so well done. Well, anyway, I think, David, the only thing left is this hoedown's for David. Happy Father's Day. I hope it is a lot of fun and filled with golf and play. I hope this little hoedown gives you quite a lift. Leslie spent $5,000 on this gift.
Yeah!
That's how much she loves and adores you. Of course, when it's her birthday, she wants something of equal or greater value. And she will check those coupons. Check the date. That will be the very first thing she does, so don't give her coupons. Happy Father's Day. Stay safe.
No, it was not $5,000. It absolutely was not $5,000. It was like $100. It's worth every penny because he roasts my dad, he roasts golf, and he wishes him a happy Father's Day, and my dad will not see it coming at all. He's coming for a barbecue on Sunday, and I'm just gonna pull up my phone and be like, oh, by the way, I called up my good buddy Colin Mockery. Because that's the other thing my dad loves to do. He loves to name drop celebs he's even, like, remotely connected to. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I will let you guys know how it turns out. Burned out
Now,
hard.
Can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
Yes! Gavin, you can trust me. Still trying to figure out my why. Why so aggressive? I just got started here. None of these seem like a very trustworthy response. I guess model employee. I am still trying to figure out my why. Model employee. You won't have any issues with me. I'm a solid worker. I know. I'm so happy. +1 Gavin.
Thank you.
It's a good starting point. Anyway, I need to prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's. Wait. Other way around. But, since I'm already here, you'd rather I stick around? That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, I'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there. The one next to the UFO catcher. The crane game, to use a layman's terms. Crane game, to use a layman's terms? Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. The man looks like he does a lot of crunches. My first coworker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be, but he's not a jerk. Definitely. I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned, although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. There's a door back here. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. Let's meet her. Pengy! I'm like obsessed with finding all the penguins in every scene. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? For lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried. No matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense.
Ah! Oh.
Oh, I like her! Look at her apron! Little joystick pin. Oh, I like her. Hello?
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
She said, with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Aquagem. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh!
Yeah!
Hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Oh, whoops.
She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. I wonder I didn't notice her until now. She was totally focused on the task at hand. I always assumed retro arcade nerds were fat middle-aged guys. No. Oh my god, she's so cute. I just want to hug her, but that would be super inappropriate. Alright, let's not get overboard here. Yeah, she was totally focused on her task at hand. This room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Thank you, ALB. You're fast, I didn't even see it. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first noticed is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components on that circuit board, even when laser focused, she was smiling happily.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
He's busy doing strange things with numbers?
Ugh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin.
Oh my god, look at the little animated... I haven't seen any animated emotes yet. Amazing. I can't wait till I get them.
I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Oh no, Naomi, what happened last time? Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I
dropped it. Yeah. Right. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place with the exposed guts of the nearby arcade unit. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to the other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen the inside of one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple of large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Nacho dip! Why is it so empty in there? Seems inefficient. Oops, I clicked on it. Oops, I can't go back. Oh well. Not really. It's more about the footprint on the floor than the vertical height. Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connection as she speaks.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you place it in down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. Ooh, that's true. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the keyring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile, not just at a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing, like it's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Oh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork. Bezel? The what on the what? And the what artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out the key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is. Working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience.
As for me, well, No! It's beautiful! And the way she stares lovingly at this, well, honestly, this box of wooden circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or in a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way.
Oh, good.
Yay, +1 Naomi! Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny. Aww!
Yeah! Finally! So few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers.
Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't
well,
know.
Don't get me wrong. I can get along with him, generally, but his whole attitude is just, ugh.
Ugh.
Oh, he really cares about his money. He keeps the arcade running, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's gonna ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable.
That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me that whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here, a long-standing argument that the new gal really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to know too. Oh no, there's office politics at the arcade! Don't rock the boat, clear the air and find out more. I think I'm gonna play it close and let her keep talking. Ugh, I just get so mad thinking about what evil, money-minded schemes he's probably cooking up.
No.
Not gonna get worked up. Besides, it's not right of me to dump all this workplace gossip right on the head of the newbie. That's true.
You seem like a good person, and you love arcade games like I do. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of gal.
Haha! I sure am! Sure am, Naomi!
Well, a strong gal at least.
But I can be strapping. I can be strapped.
Well, you're a gal. That's enough.
Naomi, you started so strong, Naomi. I'm semi-insulted then?
Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now.
My left, your right. Careful.
Now forward.
Right, correct. I mean, not turn to the right. Keep it coming, and
There, carefully. Carefully tip it into place. Victory!
I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheel dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially when Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched, or worse, falling over. Oh, thanks, Pasta. I'm trying to match the ones that are there already. But with the work done, she's all smiles again.
Yeah.
Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, but I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback. But thanks for helping me out, Aqua. I think you're gonna do great here.
Happy to... Oh, right. Stomach growling. Food required. Except I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch. Time to go to Wub Sub!
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Oh god, Iris. Why did I turn that notification on? Shh. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but...
Oh, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo Wub Sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Eat freef! Hey, I know. Wait right here.
And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole.
Lunchtime! Here you go.
She presses a boxed lunch into my hands.
It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Cool! Rice and pickles and all sorts of good healthy things.
Wait, you're giving me your lunch?
Sure, why not?
And yet when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What do you have for lunch then?
Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine, or go hit the whole store next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway.
But you said eating healthy was important?
See ya.
See you after lunch.
I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideals for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. And giving me your lunch? Me? A total stranger? That's a kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute, and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. That's what the rice is for. Armed with a box of health food, I retire to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Cool, cool, cool. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. Oh God! Oh God! What? What is happening? I hope Tina's not here. What? Let's just sit here for a minute. We'll just adjust. Take a moment. Screaming. My paralyzed form is unable to move from the vision of terror before me. The half-person, half-animal waves their appendages in front of me, likely closing in for the kill. Waking nightmare! Oh, hello. See? Nothing to be afraid of. Oh, right. I see. What does she sound like? Does she have a voice yet? Looks like you've stabilized. I was worried I scared the life right out of you.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really.
Who invited the mascot?
Can we start over, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
Ashley! And I'm Aqua.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo.
Oh,
It's
we
my
have our own
secret yet
mascot.
not so secret identity.
Look at her cute little wink. Uh-oh, I like Ashley. What? The Funplex what now? It's almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale at cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
Oh, nice. She's got an ego. Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade.
Did we see
Pinky
any signs of
is
this
the
thing?
mascot of the Funplex, after all.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
This morning! To be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the gates, sliding right up to the employees only door. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course! You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit numbers had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie and wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code just to find me.
It just keeps going and going. She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. Ashley's got quite the imagination. Alright. Wow, I keep clicking. Shoot. She can just take an idea and run with it. Where she's running with it, I'm not sure even she knows. Fun fact, Ashley's blue outline portrait beside her text is her old line out before I tidied up her look. For the final art, you'll see fully colored. No way. I'll have to check next time. Who invited the antagonist for the Ring 3?
And how would you have snuck out? I wonder. I could have helped. But for a price.
Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple of minutes.
Oops.
Wait, so this here is the old line out? That doesn't look too different. Huh. Interesting little tidbit. I love it. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, there's definitely a few things I can see.
Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting.
Is it really that dull here?
No, not really. I just crave different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, and broken machines.
You aren't really painting the best picture here.
Oh, geez. I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make.
Yeah! She's a cosplayer! As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles.
Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are.
And her mouth changed and so did her eyes. Gonna be in and out while I do chores. No worries, Jackface. I like this flamingo a lot. I know! I like her too. I want to see some more of her cosplays. Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats.
Yes! Definitely! You want to try? I got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one.
I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So, Pinky is your creation? Intentionally?
Yep! It looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it?
I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. If you were going for... I'm not going to do that to her. I'm going to make a joke. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. The mascot was almost a frog. A flamingo was more terrifying. Yes. I'm pretty impressed, though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly, you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes.
Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the fun bricks to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it.
That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far. No crowds to pump or kids to be adored by.
Hey, secret between you and me?
Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in and glances around the room once, and then talks in a hushed tone. I'm gonna scoot up a little bit here. Oh, but then my forehead goes clear. Ooh. Sorry. I think it's very funny. Wait, let me see if I can adjust it. Let me see. I don't really want my forehead to be like... There. That's a little better, right? Maybe not so much. I just won't lean in. It's fine. Oh, then it's all green here. Oh, I don't know. I still have to play around with it. Glances around the room once and then talks in a hushed tone.
I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off.
Huh. Limbs falling off seems bad.
Oh, it was. Yesterday, I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been like 5-6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime stage where she tugged my arm and whoosh! Like off came the arm.
The girl instantly started bawling. Oh no! Dramatic! Well, at least you are consistently scaring people and it's not just me.
No. Hey now! I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you?
So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is a thing I am attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. She thinks I'm funny. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud.
I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet?
Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other.
Right?
Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh.
I wish they would hurry up and make out already.
Oh! Yeah. Wait. Wait, what? Seriously? So, are they going out?
No. But they always bicker like an old married couple. Classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Aqua.
Consider them marked.
Beep beep.
Beep, 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 Aqua. What's that sound?
Oh, I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
What? That's no good. Aqua needs her calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor for a bit.
Fair enough. Thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Let's see. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art. She's got a lot going on in that head of hers. I just don't understand it all. Ashley is a total cutie. I'm all aboard the Pinky train. Choo-choo! I like her enthusiasm about her art. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about just warms my heart. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Anyway, with my lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done, late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems, or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impressions at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before, and they can really drag down your day. This is true. Hang on. No time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get all of them, but which do I tackle first? Irate customer near Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort, a loud crowd around Showtime stage. Let's deal with cursing up a storm, because that seems like it would cause the most, disruption. There is a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where the Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me all about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk.
Fist of Discomfort, or VOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize pot.
That's a lot of moolah.
And how?
Okay, so how does it work?
It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. VOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection.
So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo.
I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay.
All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that...
What the f-
No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be me. There is no way that this is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. Fuck this game. And all night long. Rando Calrissian. Get wrecked. Oh, this is far from over, scrub.
I saved up a little something extra special for you.
I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Oops, my bee. Wait, what? You haven't been farming? How could... XP share technique with creep waves. Take this. Fivefold fucking expletive deathclaw technique. What? How did you defeat me? No! Guys, I'm having a lot of fun with this game.
Oh, GG.
Fodder.
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
B. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey, kid. What are you staring at?
Hey, I'm not a kid.
Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Oh, sassy. Oh, seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot, considering who I've run into so far. I feel the urge to kneel and submit. My dog scared my cat while she was in the litter box and she jumped out mid-pee. Cobra, no. Literally scared the piss out of her. I don't know if I like any of these. With that level of excitement I was gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. What can I say? People love winning, and it seems like she wins a lot. At least between bursts of, what did Iris call it? Saltiness?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet-like. It's creepy.
I'm sorry. She snaps her fingers to grab my attention? Oh, come on now.
So, are you gonna f***ing quarter up or not?
Whoa.
Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
No. From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professional competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
I do now. Yes, me! And what's your job? Hassling me? Yeah. Fuck right, I'm the noob. And if you're not careful with your snark, I can show you to the exit. Oh. That was mean. Oh, she loves it! You are a cute one. Sassy. And direct.
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Aqua. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks. No problem. We gamers gotta stick together.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way.
Guys,
Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
guys, we're all gamers. We're all gamers. Okay? Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that.
You do a little.
Well, maybe a little.
Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here, besides Purpur and Teo. Purpur and Teo. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than that last guy. Oh great, now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Don't say that, Aqua! Nope. I literally have no idea what you were talking about.
Whoa.
Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You're so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Welcome to the internet. We've got games and fun. Nope. Sure, I'd like to learn more. Well, it is part of my job to know all about the games here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me farther into the dark abyss, my mistress.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. Rigged up? You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts to my own personal PCs back home, which then stream matches live to all of my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. It costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning, but after doing this here for a couple years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex and from home. There's so much to miss out on sitting by your lonesome with the console version. Why do I feel like I'm being judged? The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
Nope. No way.
Fuck no! That was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty good tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even if it is with a bunch of fodder. As in FODR. As in, you know, chum. Lunch meat. Scrubs. Losers. I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. TM. My crew's starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it?
At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
Beep, beep.
Beep beep.
What the?
Fuck, I have to go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, alright? Sure. One thing, can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We've got kids around here and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Meh. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Thank you, that's what I like my streams at too. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts out there that I need to kick.
Later.
Later. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fists of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and mildest swearing starts up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everybody's spirit burning with passion for, well, various things, but hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. Let's see, what to handle next. Oh yeah, Mr. Moopy. My mutant floor attendant sentences detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of the 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Come on! Hurry the fuck up and finish your game! Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I am Aqua, floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me! I want this frickin' to wrap up his damn game so I can play! Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick this fat piece of shit off this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want! Figuring I ought to hear the fat piece of shit side of story before rushing to a judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. Hello? Hello? Hi. Hi. And he doesn't even notice my tapping. Great start! So I tap again, twice. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee. Thank you, Naomi, which simply reads, Moopy! You know the game's full name? Sure, I played a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff? Look at him! Oh, look, he's got him on the t-shirt. Yeah. A bit terse, as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points! Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or as this other guy would probably put it, holy shit, that's a fuck ton of a high score. Excuse me. Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping a good pace here. Plenty of lives stocked, on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his British accent. British accent, got it. Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Also, I'm in trouble. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first, I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Haha! I'm in danger! How many more characters are in this game? Because, listen. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll around in bed covered in money. Cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I have never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. Dude's rolling in Benjamins. One moment, please. On it. Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in. Customer wants to buy Moopy for $3K, what do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid $200 plus parts, yes, absolutely yes, sell the relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi gonna react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of a grasp on the real cost of an old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. I'm not sure if we should sell this game. I like him though. But I also don't want to take all his money. Not for the game. This dude's stacked! Although in pounds, it's really not that expensive. It was 200, but I'm not sure we should sell it. I'm gonna be honest with him. It's an older game, and actually only costs us about $200, but, well, it's a part of the arcade, sir. I expect this apparent gazillionaire to protest at not getting his way, but he's smiling. You're right. This is Mr. Moopy's home, after all. Let's compromise. I'll pay you $1,000 American and own the game, but you keep it here. And in return, I get to play as long as I want, provided nobody's already playing. That way, I can keep chasing the score, but your arcade stays whole. I'd hate to break up a loving family. Sir? Sir? Naomi will be relieved to hear that. Even if Gavin may flay me for passing up $2,000. Good. I'd hate to make Naomi cry. How could I live with it? How could I live with myself? Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that he exists. What the fuck, man? kind of an arcade is this anyways? Fuck this. I'm going to Deco's Palace. And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
What a disagreeable fellow. Sorry, he sounds more like, what's his name from, the Meg. That's a big fucking shark. What's his name, ALB? Where's ALB? We do it back and forth all the time. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing. Eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. Splashing around the cash, aren't we, Mr. Moneybags? Digging that dad bod. Yeah, we made $800. It's a compromise. That's what a compromise is, right? I am not the kind of player who's just gonna dive into something. Yeah, I think this is it. Take it from someone walling around in the lower tax brackets. The rich can do whatever they want whenever they want. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play, that's all. And why? Because of Naomi? Because of the Funplex? It's a home and a family for the games and for us. Maybe it is for the best I sent that rando out the door in the favor of this guy. So, you know Naomi? He's happy to talk, even while playing.
Of course. I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
Percy! Percy. Mr. Percival. I like your money, Percival, but I like your personality better.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
You were? I thought we didn't see anyone. That's me, Aqua Gem, Arcade Wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
Oh, I look forward to that too, Percy. Man, if only everybody in the gaming universe was this nice, right? Or in customer service? Like, I'm trying to think of jobs that I've had where if I was like, sir, there are people waiting for the copy machine, and he was like, here's $1,000. This machine will stay here, but I get to use it whenever I come in and nobody's using it. Can you imagine? Okay. So you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The atmosphere. He actually sounds a little Australian. He doesn't quite sound British. The beeps and boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out.
Yeah. Percival Fredrickson von Musikalowski to Rollo the Third.
I mean, everything. The games, the lights,
I
the
would have made
kids,
him Irish.
The feeling of being in an
Or
arcade.
Scottish.
I
Oh my
score
god,
best
imagine
when
if we
I'm in
made him
real-world
Scottish.
conditions.
Then I would have gone oomph. The kids, the feeling being okay.
It's all about the emotions. The laughter and the tears. The excitement of competition.
It is a gentle voice, though.
I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
Chaos of human emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy on top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working the morning shift, hours and hours, and he's still only about 720k into his game. I can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I'll just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. How is it he can afford this game? Oh. That seems a little forward. All of these... that just seems too safe. I don't know. He's not flashy. Yeah, let's do this. So I take it your high score is more important to you than your bank balance? The way you just decided to buy Moopy, I mean.
Right.
Ah, +1. Of course, the score's more important than anything. Except eating and paying rent. More important than anything. A few hours a day of trading after I go home keeps the bank balance in balance. Anybody could do it if they have the head for numbers. He points to the current score at the top of Moopy's screen.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to define myself by a number, this is the one I choose. Scottish would have been so good, right? Here, wait. I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passion into their work, but it's the passion that matters more. I've my passions the same as anyone. I look forward to learning yours as well. Come on. Come on. When I'm not deep in the middle of the game, I mean. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing. Yes, yes, yes. Be seeing you, Miss Gem. Miss Gem! They call me Miss Gem? Alright. Okay. Bye. Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like the high-score junkies you hear about in documentaries. Obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. There's something more going on here, but, well, he's a Funplex regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. I've got more work to do. Let's see what to handle next. A loud crowd around the stage. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Oh, the dude who plays Owen in Grey's Anatomy! Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. I haven't watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy. Which one is he? Kevin McKidd. Kevin McKidd. Kevin McKidd. Okay, I'm gonna look him up. I'll look him up over here. Kevin McKidd? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I see it. I can see it. This lad. Right? Yeah, and we'll cast him for the movie. Just less fit. Like larger than Queen Bee's team was. Rowdier, too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Oh yeah, this is like right in front of the door. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. Ooh, look at all the lights. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right to 1980 beep. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. Who is it? Who is it? The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. Oh, so this is more like, Let's Dance. No, what's it called? What's that game called? Where you... I don't remember. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Aqua? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Oh, they're cute.
Did you see that, Tio? I got my first AAs on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah!
What? Look at these two. I love them. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song. Totes impressive.
I'm gonna keep practicing, and one day maybe even surpass you.
I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. Look at that wink! As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from the Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
Whoa! Oh, I am not ready. What? Yeah, let's do it. Back when I was stomping around on dance mat games as a kid, they had arrows. I'm not sure I even know how to play this one, but it has caught my curiosity. From the previous observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of this weird dancing game and is keen to teach. Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little more about exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo, less chance of stomping on someone else's foot that way. It is a valid point. However, how could I resist to ask a gal such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over. Oh, charm! Charm offensive! Charm!
Hey, wait. You're new here, right?
I am. Very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Teo!
Teo's the best!
Greatest guy here!
He's sort of like our leader.
Wallflower Random?
Oh, please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you.
Whoa!
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close.
I can tell because you're getting right up in my space. I'm sold. Cobra,
I
we
think
found
you'd be
Cobra.
a perfect addition to our
Teo
game.
is bait. Oh.
So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
I work here though. Am I allowed to? Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be working. As a kid, I remember stomping around on Dance Match. I love Dance Dance Revolution, but I was so bad at it. I just wanted to be so good, but I was so bad. Timed stuff. Like, I have a really good sense of rhythm. I love music. But, like, pressing the right button at the right time in the right order, and it's increasing in speed. I'm terrible at it. Don't get fired. Teo uses charm. It's super effective. I mean, straight up, like, this is Leslie talking. I'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, I want to dance! Even if I technically don't know how to play it yet. Without thought, I take his hand. Let's do this. As I'm about to step up to the stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. It's Gavin, isn't it? I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. Uh-oh. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. No! Let me dance, Ashley! It's my first night! I'm the new floor attendant, Aqua. Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. He's out. I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Aqua regime.
Hello there.
Oh, well, it's an honor to meet you, Aqua. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone is happy and having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? Yeah, Teo. What about your feelings? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life. Aww. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Hey! Want to film a workplace safety video? We need to seriously talk about crowd sizes. I don't want to do the boring answer. I know you're having a ball over here, but this crowd is blocking the emergency exit. By law, we have to keep a path present. Can't you let it slide just this once?
Mm-hmm.
For Sir, that was right in my ear. I'm picking the workplace safety video in my playthrough. No, if I let it happen once, then it's gonna happen all the time. I get it though, your crew's passionate about this game and that's a good thing. But a stampede on my first day at work would be bad for everyone involved. Because I'm literally buying it right now. Yes, Cobra, yes! We're coming out with number 2. Oh god, I hope I get a part. I'm gonna keep auditioning if they keep posting auditions. I want to be in the next game. Could you imagine the headlines? Local arcade's floor attendant trampled on first day. Blood everywhere. I made him laugh. Good. I don't want to be checking my social media tomorrow and click the link to your obituary. We totes can't have that. I got this. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps up on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey! Listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear.
Aw, man, but what? I like my spot.
Hey now, you know the deal. We have to be cool about fire safety. Be cool about fire safety, children. It's Aqua's first day, so let's show her some respect. Nice, I'm getting respect left and right. Am I gonna run this joint eventually? I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Oh no! Teo, what have you done? Great, now I'm gonna be known as the party pooper. I guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Ugh. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Aqua's just doing her job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? I nod, genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Aww. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know.
Of course I know.
Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
Okay. As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Aqua has spoken. I start to walk away ready for my next venture when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo. Hey. Thanks.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem. Confidence. Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I hope Ashley's not too mad at me. I say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done. But, you know. I'm so at peace, in fact, that I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up behind me.
Good day.
Not a bad day but bad first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. Valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
Thanks, Gavin. I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah. So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything.
Francine hasn't fired her yet, right? Aw, look at my friends. An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering.
Ooh.
Aqua's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to?
I just started a replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain.
Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Huh, is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me that I've come to expect the worst generally. And yet, I can't say the Funplex has dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a little too much, but not really in a bad way. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all.
We've only got a few more hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit?
Speak for yourself. I've still got paperwork to handle.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game.
Irrelevant.
You know your dirty little secrets.
What? Naomi.
You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard.
Oh, well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form. I actually love pinball.
You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney.
The girls are giggling, and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day.
Aww. Yay, I can't wait to go home and call and tell my roommate.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Wait, it's only afternoon? Oh no, Gavin's face! All of their faces. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
The music! Birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask?
It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-olds?
Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling.
Throwing ski balls of her head into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into coin slots,
pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before.
Doom! The end is nigh!
Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway.
She's an absolute chaos demon.
Have fun, dears.
Oh, no. Right, battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desks so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Aqua, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Oh, no. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly... No! Aw, they're all so cute! Who drew these little rascals? An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on, or even just pretend to be playing. Excuse me. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door, trying to distract the oncoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults, beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kiddies, I guess. It's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos is multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Oh my god, this is fun. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise. An Aqua professional floor attendant is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley. An angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee. A little girl crying over her stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin. I think we need to get... the angry adult. I can't stand angry adults. Sounds of hardship call me to the Fast Cars 5 racing games. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope behind hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now's not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on and stat. Yeah, exactly, Cobra. As I get closer to the revving of engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy. Oh no.
I didn't.
Oh no.
Admit it! I know what you did, you brat! You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game! You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm sorry.
Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage! Ma'am, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout. At a child, no less. What's going on here?
Oh, we lads. Heckin' Karen.
This jerk of a boy told my sweetest, beyond sweet, Josh, that he should put his own tokens into the racing machine so he could play it for free. Josh earned those tokens from his own allowance, and I won't let some devil child steal his money.
It's the big earrings for me. It's the big earrings for me. Let's just take a moment to calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated, and Taro has buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop to think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And just by the way Queen Bee's brows are furrowed, I can tell something is not sitting right with her. I could ask one of them for their help. Or I could try to solve this one by myself. What do we think? I know, but Queen Bee might just be pissed off at the mom, whereas Teo may have actually seen what happened. Cobra, I thought Teo was your thing, man. Why are... this betrayal? I feel like Teo saw something. And he might be a little more level-headed about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going for Teo. I think you just want an excuse to talk to Teo. Listen, I want to go talk to Percy. I just feel like V would rip her a new one and it would be funny. I agree with you. Teo was right next to the action when it went down. I decided to check in with him. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but if you please stop shouting, we can get all this settled. Teo, I refuse to calm down until this child has been appropriately punished. That such disrespect is tolerated in this arcade is appalling. Oh, I'm giving you the worst online reviews. Teo jumps down from the stage and approaches the shouting woman. He puts his hands up.
Sheesh.
Simmer down, simmer down. This can all be explained with science. Really? I mean, right, of course. Teo, by all means, elaborate. Teo walks past us and right up to the Fast Cars 5 game. He casually slumps into the driver's seat and then motions for us to come near. Let me show you both something. Teo points at the car console. It's got a wheel, which is fantastic and totally necessarily for a driving game. Pedals, gear shift, and so on. But the feature Teo draws our attention to are the two coin slots, which are vertically stacked, one on top of the other. Okay, so this is where you drop your tokens in to play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these two identical consoles? Which game does the top slot belong to? The right hand or the left hand game? Am I supposed to know this? Is this a quiz? You go for Percy and I'll go for Teo and tell you what happens. Top slot goes to the right? I think that's right. It's obviously the right one, right? I mean, correct? Of course not, fools. It's the left one.
Exactly.
Aqua is correct. Ha ha! What? Preposterous! See? These import games can be confusing. I'm sure your son just put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistake, really. Happens all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see a small child would be just as, if not more, confused. Honestly, mine was just a lucky guess. Shh. Don't rat on me like that, game. I absolutely 100% knew that the top slot went to the right. Mostly because everyone else is right-handed, except for me. I give Teo a grateful look, happy that the crisis has been dealt with. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at that boy now. Do we think that's what's gonna happen? How dare you imply my precious Josh was wrong? I can't believe the gall of some people. Right, Queen Bee, get in here. Time for some swearing. Josh! Josh, get over here. We are leaving this horrible arcade. Right now. Bye. Oh well, didn't see that one coming. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. One less child. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore, and frankly, I'm cool with that. Me too. Once they're gone, Teo looks back at me from the driver's seat and shrugs.
No can do.
Just no pleasing some people. I feel sorry for her son. That's no way to treat a kid. Teo's sprightly and happy demeanor shifted slightly, eyes glazed over as he looked into the distance. Uh-oh, Teo. I haven't seen Teo act like this before. Yeah, because I just met him like an hour ago. He just looks so upset. Wonder if I should check in with him. Hey, you feeling okay? I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Teo's okay. It seems like he really can empathize with this kid's plight. Hey, everything alright? You need anything? After pausing for a moment, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. Just reminding me how I'd get treated. By teachers, notably. I'd space out in class, daydreaming, and they'd rake me over the coals for it just to assert authority. Total overkill.
Bummer.
Really bums me out to see adults mistreat kids this way, you know? I like to treat people with respect, even when they're in the wrong, like you saw just now with that woman. I appreciate you taking some time to ask me, you know. Shows you've got respect too, and empathy. You're a kind person, Aqua. Yeah, I am. My boy needs a hug! But I'm not that important. You should make sure that boy's safe and sound.
Catch you later.
I'm headed back to the Showtime stage. Holler if you need anything. I give a quick wave to Teo as he returns to his game. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kids, still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about that. You gonna be okay? I think so. I swear, I didn't do anything. The other kid, he just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him. He just ran away. And then that woman approached you and started yelling? The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his shirt. Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady is gone, and I don't think she's going to ever come back. The boy's cheeks still streaked with tears lets a smile spread on his face.
Thank you.
Thank you. And tell that nice man thanks for sticking up for me, too.
I nod, and the boy scurries off and rejoins some of his other friends. Right, that's that sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? Oh no. I think I want to do the girl crying, because fighting over a box of cupcakes... I know... no, I gotta help this girl crying. A child crying is, like, too much. I weave my way through the waves of children towards the skee-ball machines. One little girl sitting at the end of a skee-ball ramp crying, no parent in sight to settle her, so the task falls to me. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing, what with lawsuit-happy parents lurking over by the vending machines ignoring their kids, but floor attendant Aqua decided to take the case all the same. Hey, my name's Aqua, and I work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help? BRB, okay. Her sobbing pauses, and she looks up at me.
I lost my tickets. Someone stole them from me.
Oh no.
I played and won a bunch of them, but then I put them down and I was talking to a friend, and now they're gone.
I glance around, but in a sea of kids, it's impossible to tell who the thief could be.
I don't even have any more tokens to play with. I set up all a skee-ball and my tickets are all gone now.
Oh dear. Easy. We'll figure this out somehow. Although I've got no clue where to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was a witness to the crime? Percy would have had a good view of the redemption game area, based on where Mookie is positioned. Gavin has the ticket desk, a veritable crow's nest for the whole arcade. He could have spotted something. Or I could just bend the rules and solve this directly. I don't want to bend the rules on my first day. Let's see if Percy saw something. I just want to talk to Percy. Okay, don't worry. I'll get your tickets back one way or another.
Really, Miss Aqua?
Wait right here. I'll be back in a jiffy. I walk up to Percy, tapping on the shoulder to get his attention. Sorry to interrupt, but that girl in pink over there, someone stole her tickets. I was hoping you saw something. Oh, He frowns a little, looking slightly embarrassed.
Well,
sorry, love. I've been pretty deep into this run. Wasn't exactly paying attention. Poor girl. The ruffians absconded with her tickets, you say? Yeah, well, I can't exactly expect you to babysit. I'll just go check with Gavin. Now. no need for that. This obstacle can be removed rather readily, and perhaps be an object lesson as well. He steps away, letting his extra lives croak one by one. Something more important has clearly captured his attention.
Hello, hello.
Oh, my name's Percy. You say you need tickets?
Yeah, I wanted to get the colored crayons.
50 tickets, if I recall. Tall order, but certainly achievable. Oh my god, is he gonna like win a bunch of tickets for her? I can't. Here, let me show you the best way to reach your goal. He leads our little group a short ways over to a game of colorful spinning lights. Skee ball, even when played well, has an expected value of 4 tickets per token. But this game has an EV of 8, 10 if you're sharp enough. He demonstrates dropping in a token. The light starts swirling around and around, until he snaps out and pushes the single control button with perfect timing, capturing the light right between 2 pink goalposts. Look at these nerds playing arcade games! I know, right? 12 tickets come streaming out of the slot, the maximum possible per token.
Lovely.
Simple, yes? Here, I can spot you some tokens to get started. He produces a short stack of brassy tokens from the ample supply in his pockets. But the girl just sort of stares at the game, confused.
Huh? This game's really boring.
Pardon me?
Boring? It's got colourful lights, see? It pays very well.
But it's boring. I like rolling the skee balls into the holes.
You want those crayons, yes? And this is the most efficient way to get them. The girl sighs, disappointed, but she's not crying anymore. The distraction was enough to crack her out of the feedback loop of despair, I guess. She hands the tokens back, then the stack clinking lightly into Percy's open hand.
Thank you. Thanks, mister. But I got other crayons at home. I guess I'll just use those.
Not exactly cheered up, but not exactly weeping, she mixes back into the crowd to find her friends and play with them instead. Aw, I thought that was going to be a better solution than that. Maybe I should have gone to Gavin. Huh. Well, my apologies, Aqua. Seems I've let you both down. Although I must confess to be rather puzzled by this. If you have a clear and distinct goal, what's so bad about accomplishing it by the most direct means? She's 5. I think she cares more about fun than expected value.
Well,
I'll admit my experience with children is unorthodox. I suppose it best to admit my failure in this moment and move on. I'd let it ride, but curiosity takes me. Kids got the spirit of competitor skee balls, more competitive than Stop the Light. But isn't playing Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze fun for you? Why else would you play it all the time? I won't say that. Hang on, you spend all day every day playing Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, and that doesn't offer any tickets or rewards of any sort. There's a high score. Right, but you're really only playing for the high score? Surely you find the game itself fun. I mean, what drew you to Moopy's in the first place? Why that game for your score challenge? The question puts him at unease. He pauses, unable to smoothly deliver an answer.
well,
+1. It's a bit personal, really. Not that I'm offended. No, I just mean it was a very personal decision to take up this particular challenge. This game. A mixture of nostalgia and a promise to keep. He shakes his head. I suppose this isn't the time or place. Others need your help today, Aqua, and this old man's got a game to get back to.
much obliged.
But thanks for you trying to help that girl, and thanks for allowing me to try to help, even if we both struck out. It shows character. Percy returns to his game, having lost most of his extra lives, but doesn't seem to mind the setback. If anything, he's smiling more than he was a minute ago. Alright. 2 problems in the can. What happened with the cupcakes? Uh-oh. Too late. The vintage Midway cabinet Naomi just finished fixing up. It's covered in icing. Looks like Ashley's costume's gonna need dry cleaning too. Oh no. I shoot them a helpless look and a shrug.
Hey, Aqua. Kinda wish it was pink icing, then nobody would notice.
Yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't quick enough.
You still helped out. I saw you with those other kids. You're a natural. I think things are winding down anyways. Why not take a break, and then I'll swap off with you and take a break myself afterwards.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Honestly, I'm kind of worn out. Ashley's right. I need to step away from this craziness, if only for a few minutes. After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool with him, I slip away, headed for the employee lounge.
I don't
feel like Gavin would have been able to help that girl a lot more, unless he has some sort of secret soft spot. Because I kind of feel like he would have been like, well, we can't give her the crayons for free, and we can't give her more tokens unless she pays for it. I don't know. What a day. Quirky coworkers, diehard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness or some such cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head, and try to work the kinks out of my sore shoulders. And spot an upside down kid. What? What? Huh. Oh, wait. I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better. For a minute I was like, I'm not that upside down. Wait, what's a kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. Hi, and you are? Mikey. Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Aqua. So, what are you doing back here? This is an employees only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How'd you get in? The guy at the dress dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. It's, well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically safe, but...
Please don't send me back out there.
Oh no, Mikey. Well, this is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the gal who solves problems.
No problems. Just don't want to go out there.
Hey, Yoshi, how's it going? Welcome in. Don't you want to play with your friends? And he gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a kindergartner.
I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here.
How did you get here, kid? It's a birthday party.
My family just moved to the city. And before that, we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember.
Oh.
Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
Oh, dear. Long day. I tired. Yoshi, I'm good. We're playing Arcade Spirits today. And look! I have a green screen, sort of. It's a little... It's a work in progress. I just got it today. My friends sent me a birthday present, and they also sent me this. Oh, look, it's so pretty. It's my new baby. I'm so excited. I could have 2 mics and be an ASMR artist. No. Probably not for me. Probably not my forte. I know, right? I know it's because you can still kind of see it. Because if I'm still playing around with it, because it's a chroma filter thing. So if I do this, what does that do? That fixes it a little bit. Wait. Oh no, then it gets into my face. So this one is probably. That's probably a little bit better. But yeah, you can still kind of see it. I don't know. I'll have to play around. It's probably because I don't have it lit up very well. Because it's dark out now. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. New kid in town. So I am playing Arcade Spirits, and this is my first day working at the arcade. New kid in town, huh? He nods mutely. Still, I should have busted him there and then. Brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid. I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Nope. I didn't even get to decide. Why? I thought you want to make me go. You're an adult, like Mom. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me, that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making any friends. Not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided to just take what I could get. I go with the flow.
What does that mean?
It means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad over it.
But that sounds so sad. You weren't sad? It's sad to never care about anything, right?
Yes. I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue hard, because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Wouldn't have helped little Aqua out if an adult did this for me. So instead, I decided to be the adult that little Aqua would have needed. It won't always be this bad, Life says up and down. Your mommy loves you, that's why she works hard. But it won't beat you, right? You're a tough kid. Let's make him laugh. Hey, it could be totally worse. Aliens could attack. You know, Mikey, things feel bad now, but they could be worse. Invaders from Mars could swoop in and dress everyone in silly hats.
What?
Just think about it. Everybody wearing really silly hats. They're also embarrassed that they hand over the Earth to the aliens. And that's when the dinosaurs show up. The kid stares at me, not sure if he's curious or confused. Okay, so the dinosaurs start fighting the aliens, but they smash all the schools, and that means you don't have to have homework anymore. And that's when the monsters start showing up, because the aliens and dinosaurs are making too much noise and they can't sleep. Next thing you know, it's just monsters and aliens and dinosaurs smashing everything, and nobody's having any fun at all except them. That's silly. That's really silly. You're smiling, aren't you? He nearly drops the smile on realizing he's wearing one. When you're sad, or when you're mad, just think to yourself, it could be worse. Then invent some silly way it could be worse. Soon you won't feel bad, and hey, at least there's no dinosaurs smashing things, right? Right! Hey, you know one great way to make friends? Jokes, stories, having fun. I bet if you went back out there, you'd find someone who'd laugh at a silly story about dinosaurs and aliens and robots.
There's robots too?
There are all the robots, if you want there to be. How about it? Let's go back to the party and you can meet some new friends if you try.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go talk to them.
I'll talk about the robot dinosaurs. Go get him, Mikey. Yay! I take his hand to lead him out back to the main room. And that's when we walk into Gavin. Is a dog barking? Shh. Who let this dog into this arcade? I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all of Mikey's problems. I'm no child psychologist. That was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations, no more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them, and they couldn't take time off work. The whole Gem family had to learn to settle, to accept the lot in life we've been dealt, to simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I'd only known her a few years, one of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers. Alternately boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time.
Beep beep. Beep beep, Aqua.
Hmm?
My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggest you're very happy right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. How did you know?
I just told you, silly.
I mean, how did you know I'd love this job so much?
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's easy. I didn't.
What?
I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements, a fun atmosphere, spirited coworkers, helping people out, and so on. Also, I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try.
Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know?
Hooray!
I try to be.
So is that our first day? Did we do it? Holy moly. Oh no, I'm still at the arcade. From the cars pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now, if they haven't already fled the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about my paperwork, but meh, that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up, or maybe see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around checking in with everyone, though. Who do I want to hang out with? I feel bad that I, like, left Naomi and Ashley. Gavin's tapping his tablet and frowning. I guess I'll go right to him. Ashley's quietly repairing her costume. Maybe she could use company. Naomi's prying gum out of a coin slot and looks ready to cry. Packing up her gear, cooling down with some fast car 5s. Percy's finally finished his Moopy game and is ready to leave. I think I'm gonna go with Naomi. Naomi definitely looks like she could use a hand. Someone's jammed bright pink bubblegum into a coin slot and she's trying to clear the sticky mess out.
How could they? How could they do this to a poor, innocent little Cubert?
Hey, need a hand?
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, work on the second player slot for me. I've got swabs and stuff in my kit there. Grab what you need.
So frustrating.
Honestly, the nerves of these kids. No respect at all for these games. Games aren't like chew-proof, machine-washable baby toys. They're delicate and deserve love and care.
But they are toys, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, of course. Just, you know, they're also works of art. I know not everyone sees it that way. Back in the 80s, operators would just throw away games that didn't perform well anymore. In the end, an arcade has to make money. That means using and abusing a game until it's time to put it out to pasture.
Cobra's back.
But I don't have to like it, right?
The kids had a lot of fun. They're not all mean. Nothing justifies deliberately trashing a game like this, but if it helps, the party was a success. Everybody had fun playing your wonderful games. So for every kid who hurt you, know a dozen more would thank you. And if they knew you were providing these great games and making sure they stayed playable...
Yeah, you're right. Kids aren't all that bad, of course. I'm not really good with kids, not like Ashley. But if they learn to love games when they're young, they'll love them all their life, right? But I do have to be realistic. I know this isn't a museum. We aren't preserving priceless treasures for generations to come. Sometimes I treat it like my little private collection, but really, I do want people to play and enjoy these games, and that does wear them down in time. As long as I'm here, I'll pick up a game when it wobbles on its feet, dust it off, straighten it up, and send it out there to be played with all over again.
With the last of the gum pulled out of the slot, Naomi closes up her toolbox.
I should probably pull the coin mechs entirely and give them a good cleaning tomorrow, but I didn't want to let the gum sit overnight. I'm heading home soon. I'll see you tomorrow, right?
You got it, Naomi.
Woohoo!
Great!
With things winding down, there's just one last thing to take care of before I'm out the door. I seek out Gavin to handle the remains of the day. Aqua, good work today. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss? Sub-boss? Gavin will do. I can't say you've been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high, so I'll just assume you were as close to perfect as is reasonable. I'm not entirely sure why you consulted Percy regarding those tickets. He's not on staff, but I suppose that's a minor issue. Oh, I kind of get graded. Interesting. I just wanted to talk to Percy. Sorry. Normally, I'd have dealt with angry parents myself, but I was distracted. I've only second-hand accounts of your performance there, as Teo told me everything. Although Teo isn't staff, I suppose he stepped up to handle that rude customer with a rational and calm attitude, so I'll consider that handled. I'm not pleased that you sold our Moopy for only $1,000, not $3,000, as I'd requested. Gavin, we only paid $200 for that game. I'd be ripping off a customer. A customer with exceptionally deep pockets and one who squats on that game all day, spending only a handful of change in the process. If anything, 3,000 is what we need to make up the lost profit from Percy being so moopy obsessed. What's more, why is it still here is a good question. Was I not clear I wanted it gone? Percy didn't want to break up the family. They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say.
Ahem. Are you giving our poor little Aqua a hard time, Gavin?
Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Let's be sensible.
Naomi's dream matters too, as does the dreams of Percy, that poor fellow.
Poor? Isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
I know you mean well, wanting to keep everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifices made in that name, which shatters the dreams of others, well, that's not what the Funplex is all about. Aqua, you understand, yes? The reason why?
Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during that interview. Now I think I understand. I came here today looking for hope. Hope I could do more with my life than compromise, settle for what I can get, and go with the flow. Everybody I've met today is full of hope. Gamers chasing scores, people following their passions. Nobody here is willing to give up on their dreams. Not even you, Gavin. You know we're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle. We chase after our hopes and dreams and won't accept anything less. Cobra. I see.
Apologies.
Aqua, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days, but I know in my heart I need to err on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you are still keen to work here, Aqua? I don't even hesitate before replying. Absolutely. Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms. Fill these out tonight, hand them in to me first thing in the morning. And welcome to the Funplex.
Welcome to the family, I'd say.
I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Aqua.
Yay! We did it! We got a job!
One bus ride later and it's home again, jiggity jig. Oh my god, I say that all the time. That's very funny. Juniper, already home from work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on my day.
Hey! So, how'd it go?
It went well.
Well? Or well?
Really well. Your little app came through, despite being terrifyingly omniscient and just a little bit unnerving.
You forgot to mention adorable. That's wonderful! I'm so glad to hear things worked out, and you even came home with a smile, like when you were a lifeguard.
Huh. I guess I am smiling. Interesting.
By the way, there's just one teensy-weensy little question I have for you. Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels?
Oh no! How did that happen? What?
Did I neglect to mention that part of the terms and conditions?
On the plus side, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. Pizza bagels!
And that's level 1 of Arcade Spirits complete. Hey, look, you also won a prize.
I did? Put your quarter up. Oh, prize unlocked.
You'll get one of these for each level you clear, plus some extras for various endings and other hidden thingies. Now, let's check your score.
Ooh! Teo's definitely taking a liking to you. Dance fever. Oh, I'm super kind. I chose a lot of kind answers. Everyone's pretty good, though. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Whoops, accidentally ordered pizza bagels again. Never regret pizza bagels. Listen! He's just so, he was on me. Okay?
Also, you've scored 6,450 points. Nice. Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Today's pizza fact is, Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day, or 350 slices per second. Wow.
Wow. Is that true? It sounds true.
Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 2?
Yeah! Save the game. Okay. Save it here. Prizes. Unlockable artwork. Oh, it's the layout of the arcade. Right, so this is like the ticket counter. Oh, neat. Cool. Okay. Back off my man. Level 2. This is cool. I'm enjoying this. Chasing ghosts? Wait a minute. Is this gonna get supernatural on us? I hope so. It's the future year, 20XX. And you know what? Things are pretty okay. I've worked as a floor attendant at the Funplex for 2 weeks now. Hard work to be sure, but rewarding. In a spiritual sense, at least. I've helped Naomi repair pinball games. I've had tea with Francine while she reminisced about the far-out 1960s. I've evacuated gamers when the kitchen accidentally caught on fire. I've had numerous kids puking up nachos on my clothes. I've scraped gum off any number of surfaces. I've chased what turned out to be entirely too many spiders out of a single skee-ball machine. Okay, look, I know I'm not painting this as a very rosy picture so far, but honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy even amidst the chaos and the grossness. I'm happy, and that's all that matters, right? Yeah!
Right? You're happy! This is the best I've seen you in ages, Aqua. Before you'd come home all drained and exhausted. Now, well, you're still tired, but a good tired.
My roommate, Juniper, she'd taken to stopping by during her lunch break whenever she could get away from her office cubicle long enough to do so. Oh yeah, because it's right near her office, right? It's still hard work, don't get me wrong. But overall, it's good work. I just feel good. Totally good and stuff.
Yes!
Good!
Agreed. Super good. Double plus good.
Iris, we talked about you listening in on my conversations. What did I tell you about that?
To pretend I wasn't eavesdropping, even when I am.
Exactly. You know, I'd be more upset about my creepy privacy invading digital overmistress, but I have to admit that Iris really pulled through for me. Even if she also ordered a 3-month supply of pizza bagels on my behalf.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
I did agree to it, in fairness. So, Juniper, how long do you have left on your break? Any time to squeeze in some pinball or something? I can spot you tokens.
No can do. Our new assistant synergy manager arranged a team building exercise. I have to, move colored bits of paper around or something and then exchange high fives.
Assistant synergy manager? That sounds like a very vague job.
Nah, it's actually entry level. Good pay and right on track to middle management. Pretty cushy if a bit dull. Funny thing is that they asked me if I knew anybody who'd fit in before they started advertising for candidates, and I said, nope, who'd want to do that?
Juniper. When was this exactly?
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
So, 2 weeks ago, right when I needed to find work, you told them you didn't know any good candidates for a well-paying entry-level job?
Oh,
Juniper!
Well, but you wouldn't have liked being an assistant synergy manager, right? Not one bit.
Juniper. Please tell me you told them no because I'd already taken this job by that point, not because you forgot.
Hey, I didn't forget. I just, didn't bother telling you about the open position that night.
Oh.
I mean, you'd already had so many jobs you hated. I knew you'd hate being an assistant synergy manager, so I didn't feel the need to tell you. And it all worked out, right? You just spent the last 5 minutes telling me how happy you are here.
Okay. Not a lie, I was happy here indeed. Also not a lie, having packed pizza bagels for lunch after having pizza bagels for breakfast because we barely had enough money to cover the rent this week pooled together. Also not a lie, Gavin constantly hiding the numbers from us, insisting things were fine, all while dryly joking about perpetually being on the edge of crash and burn. Also not a lie that every time someone in my family tried to chase after happiness instead of stability, we fell deeper and deeper into debt and misery.
Ooh. Aqua, say something. You're scaring me.
When I lost my lifeguard job, I barely reacted. Didn't care that I was impoverished again and facing an uncertain future. I guess one of the nasty side effects of no longer going with the flow is no longer being numb to the reality of your situation. But I shouldn't feel upset. I've been genuinely enjoying my new job. It's restored my sense of hope that my days can be something to live through, not just endure. I have no right to be angry or upset at losing an opportunity at a safer, more stable future, right? It's okay. I'm where I want to be. It's okay. Everything is fine. It's okay. Why? It's not okay. Why didn't you? No, honest truth. I'm where I want to be. So I won't be angry or upset. Simple as that. I decided I was done compromising, right? Done with settling, going with the flow. I'm going to be the one to break the family curse. I chose this path of my own free will, even if I didn't have all the facts at the time. But if I'm going to be honest, boundless confidence doesn't cover the simple fact that I chose to be vulnerable rather than safe. If the arcade closes, if anything else goes wrong, still, no need to dump all that on Juniper. It's okay, Juniper. You were right. I'd have hated that job, and the things are great here.
Oh, good. You were kind of freaking me out. Trust me, it's the right decision. You'd learn to loathe working at my office, like I do.
But if you loathe it, but you want me to not loathe my job.
I mean, sure, the pay is good, and you get solid health insurance, and paid vacation time, and they have a sweet coffee shop
Juniper,
right in the
stop.
lobby.
Juniper, stop!
And these really great chairs that support your lower back, like $1,000 chairs from Sweden crafted by master chairsmiths.
Juniper, stop! It's enough slices! Juniper, I said it was fine. Everything is fine. Honestly, I'm okay. I mean, I won't deny that job would have been a safer bet. I want to contribute my fair share to the apartment rent, you know? But what's done is done. I'd rather look forward than back.
Right. Forget I said anything. Please, forget I said anything.
I can't forget, but I will move
sorry.
forward.
I should have told you. I shouldn't have held that back. But I still wouldn't have pushed you to take the job. It's totally horrible at my office. You'd have been miserable there, like me.
Well, what? Wait a minute, isn't she using the app? Juniper, it's cool, you're right. I'd have hated it.
Okay, good. I've got a good feeling about all this. I think you're right where you need to be, even if I was kind of awful about getting you here. Hey, I gotta get back to the office. Have a good lunch, okay?
I can feel the distant rumble of a frozen box of pizza bagels taunting me from the recently repaired employee break room. Yeah, okay. And you have a good rest of the hours of your day, okay?
You bet.
I'm okay with this. Everything is fine. Right? Right. What I need right now is a distraction, and frozen pizza bagels are most certainly not it. My pocket money is really slim, but I think I need to step out for some fresh air and treat myself to a better lunch than that. And hey, maybe some company too. Nice and distracting, talking to someone about anything other than this. Let's see, who's available? Percy's taking a break from his score chasing. Queen Bee's between matches right now. Teo's shaking it on Showtime staves. Ashley's not on mascot duty today. I feel like we kind of ignored Ashley. Yes, Pasta, that's true. Critical Role's doing a Vox Machina versus Mighty Nine, and Ashley is going to be DMing it. Because she's one of the few that hasn't DM'd a game or a one-shot. And also, this was the extended, one of the goals for the Kickstarter for the animated series. It was one of the extended goals, so when we hit it, I think it was the last one. I know Travis was one and Ashley was one, and I can't remember which one was the most highest. I think it was the Ashley one-shot, though. It's between Ashley and Percy for me. I feel like we spent a good bit of time with Percy the other day, so maybe we'll chat with Ashley. It's not often that both floor attendants can go on break at the same time. I should take advantage of that and see if Ashley wants to grab some chow. Oh my god. Look at her outfit. She's got a flamingo belt buckle. Ah! Wait. Look at this. She's so cute. She's so cute. Her little vest. On the plus side, I will not be lunching with Pinky the Fumflex Flamingo. She's in her civvies today. Right?
Oh,
this
hi.
is Jackface's design. What's up? Kitchen on fire again? Not yet. And to avoid that happening again, I suggest having lunch somewhere else. You know, I was just about to suggest that. Both not burning down the kitchen and going out for a bite. Sounds great. She's a cosplayer. I'm so excited. Maybe taking a breather and stepping outside these walls will help take my mind off everything that happened this morning. And Ashley always has a story to get lost in. Maybe I could get some pointers.
Oh, hey, I know where we could go. You haven't been to the whole story yet, have you?
No, not yet. I've been existing off all these pizza bagels.
I do love me some pizza bagels, especially the sausage ones. I wonder how they make all those tiny little sausages fit on those bite-sized morsels. Like, is it on a conveyor belt with lots of sharp blades, chopping down at insane speeds? You wouldn't want to be caught under that. No way.
Focus, Ashley. Whole story?
Oh, yeah! It's an adorable little bookstore that also sells coffee and donuts. Get it? Whole. Story. Oh, not a fan of puns, I take it.
No, I'm not.
Nevertheless, I got a hankering for some mini donuts. Let's go!
Despite coming to this little strip mall for 2 weeks, I hadn't actually visited our neighbors. Mostly I did whatever needed doing. So where's Whole... Oh, right next door, okay. Took orders from Gavin, lent a hand to Ashley and Naomi, things like that. Whatever the job happened to call for. No more, no less. I couldn't say I'd been part of any community outside the immediate circle of my coworkers, whereas the others visited Whole Story frequently. Ashley leads the way into the shop that smells strangely of dusty old books and sugary sweetness. Are we going to meet a barista? Are we going to meet a barista? Are we going to meet a book barista? Oh my god! Look how cute this is! Oh, I love it. God, remember cafes, you guys? Remember bookstores and cafes? Remember going in and sitting down and ordering a nice little treat and then picking out a book and sitting in the sun in the window, meeting a friend. Oh, I made myself sad. Okay, anyways, I don't think I've ever been in a little independent bookstore. Or a bookstore at all, for that matter. It's 20 beep beep who buys a book in brick and mortar stores anymore. But despite the subdued atmosphere compared to the arcade, there are customers present and accounted for, sipping coffee, reading old tomes, and yes, munching donuts. Ashley secures a tiny table for us before directing me to the bar. Hang on, what the heck is up with this menu? It's organized by the Dewey Decimal System. Oh, who are we gonna meet?
I'll have the Judy Bloom. It's a bunch of mini donuts and hey, my treat, okay?
I mumble out a thanks, trying not to make a big deal of it. Cash is tight, and boutique cafe pastries wouldn't help my situation much. Whoa! Hi! A pair of middle-aged guys wait to take my order. Oh my god, they look so fun. Hey, I'd like, one super sweet glazed chocolate sprinkle special surprise with orange juice. You know what? Surprise me. What's your favorite donut? Oh, this is exactly the kind of thing that I do. Hey, what's good? What's your favorite order from the menu?
One Terry Pratchett coming up, a jam pastry with Clatchy and coffee.
I don't know what Clatchy and coffee is, but sure. Second fellow puts together my order and also drops a small paperback book into the tray featuring a many-legged wooden travel trunk on the cover. Huh. A literary lunch. A literary lunch.
With alliteration, apparently.
Say, you work at the Funplex, don't you?
Matt. Yes,
right.
I do.
We've seen you walk past our doors every morning and evening.
Ben and Matt. Okay.
Like clockwork, tick-tock.
Right, sorry. I should have introduced myself. Floor attendant Aquagem, at your service. I'm your install gal for tokens and tickets.
Oh, we are lousy at video games.
Totally lousy.
But Francine's just a peach, isn't she?
Sweetest dame you'll ever meet.
Aw, yeah.
Regardless, welcome to The Whole Story. I'm Ben.
I'm
Why
Matt.
do they sound like they have a podcast?
No relation to the actors.
Although they're cuties, and so are we.
Oh, stop.
Stop being cute? Never.
Apparently the sugar is available in forms other than round and holy.
Anyway, don't let us stop you from having fun on your little date.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Date? It's not a date.
Just friends then? Friendly friends on a play date?
Maybe the real date was the friends we made along the way.
Oh my god. These two.
I'd say the real friends were the friends we made along the way.
What if the way was also the real friends who were the real friends we made along the way?
Okay.
Okay, now you're just being silly.
And how?
Anyway.
Anyway.
Next order, please.
The pair waves the next customer in as I return to Ashley's table with our orders on a nicely decorated wooden tray.
Oh, wow! These mini donuts are just so cute.
Ashley holds up a tiny donut in her hands like a chipmunk holding an acorn. She looks down at the tiny pastry and her eyes sparkle before she tastes a bite. Closing her eyes, the corners of her mouth curl into a wider smile.
Aqua, it's so yummy. I could eat these all day.
I wish I could have Ashley's enthusiasm about eating food. The same old pizza bagels day after day is dulling out my palate. Ashley's face changes from pure delight to concern.
Hey, Aqua, is everything okay? You aren't your normal self today. You seem a little off.
It's been an interesting morning. Kind of hard to wrap my head around everything.
Hey, I know how those days go. Even I feel lost and confused sometimes. There are days when it's especially rough.
You? Seriously? Little Miss Sunshine? Really? The living embodiment of good tidings and cheer? Who are you and what have you done with Ashley?
Come on now.
But seriously, you're always so happy and confident, Ashley. Blindingly so, in fact. Between the cosplay passion and keeping the kiddies happy, I've never seen you lose your smile.
I know it seems totally unlike me, but honestly, deep down I'm scared. I feel like I don't really know who I am. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I don't know who this person is who is staring back at me. I mean, in my heart of hearts, I know I am Ashley Wolf.
Ashley Wolf.
But that's all. What makes up Ashley Wolf? Who am I?
Ooh, we're getting existential.
Who am I really? That's what I'm searching for.
That took an unusually serious tone compared to Ashley's usual chipper attitude. And I can't say I entirely get what she means about not knowing who she is. Well, no, I kind of get it, considering I don't know what I want from life. What you want and who you are often linked ideas, right? But Ashley looks so forlorn, I can't just sit by and say nothing. I won't let this silence drown her out. Is that why you cosplay? Wonder if Ashley uses cosplay as a way to help explain her world, to discover things she couldn't obtain without it. Cosplay helps you find what you're looking for, right? Ashley looks shocked and slightly embarrassed.
Oh, how did you guess?
Are you psychic? You have to tell me if you're psychic. Those are the psychic rules. No, it just makes sense, I guess. We all have our masks, do we not?
Yeah, we do. When I reflect on my life, I really do love cosplay. I love the rush it brings. I get to be whoever I want, whatever I want. I can be a starship captain, an elf, a giant pink flamingo mascot even. I don't have to worry about Ashley. I can focus on being someone else. I feel awkward in my own skin. When I'm in costume, I feel like I'm at my fullest potential. I feel comfortable. But I think cosplay has really helped me understand some things about myself that I couldn't see before I started doing this. I just want to be able to love the person I am when I find them.
Knowing you, I think you'll do just fine there. If you can smile for the kiddies through a pink flamingo mask, you can smile for yourself.
I hope so. I really do.
Ashley looks off again longingly for a second before snapping back to attention.
Oh my, I've just talked your ear right off.
Beep beep.
Lunchtime is over, Aqua.
Right on time.
Hey, thanks for listening, Aqua. I mean it. And you know, if you ever want to talk about your problems, I'm here.
Yeah, didn't this start with her asking me? And then I was like, what about you?
I mean, I'm here at the Funplex. Yeah. But like, I'm here for you too. That's what friends are for.
Yay, we're friends.
And I totally know I might be overstepping my bounds here, but I feel like lately you're just going through the motions at the Funplex.
Huh? No, things are great with me in the Funplex.
You punch in and punch out right on time, sure. But from what I've seen, Aqua, you have so much potential. The flame burns deep inside. You just gotta dig down and bring out that light, you know? You'll do great things, I just know it. And I've totally delayed you long enough. We should get back to Gavin before he notices we're gone.
Interesting. Time for the afternoon shift. That's usually when things heat up after the quiet mornings. More kids coming in after school, more pro gamers rolling in with crews. I'm headed back to my desk, ready to take care of what needs taken care of when I'm intercepted en route. Aqua, Ashley, you're both back. Good. I was hoping to catch you before we left.
Oh, what's up?
Hamza's up?
Okay.
He is? Huh? Okay. Ashley, I'll bring the van around shortly. Aqua, you'll be flying solo today. Hang on, what's happening exactly? Who's Hamza? Hamza's a game finder and auctioneer and gives next to no notice of when a new block of games will be going under the gavel, so we need to move. Ashley, Naomi, Francine, and I will be going to this auction for the rest of the afternoon while you run the funplex. My first instinct is to nod and go along with it. Gavin's the law around these parts, but Ashley's words are still dangling away in my mind. Doing what needs doing is great and all, but maybe I need to step it up a bit more. Plus, the idea of being trapped in here during our heaviest hours with no support was hardly appealing. Oh no. I don't want to not have confidence in myself. But Ashley's not going to be happy if she has to stay. Let me tag along. What if I want to come along and see this auction myself? Come on, I'm never going to learn the business if I don't take a bigger role. You're a floor attendant. Your place is on the floor.
Aww. That's patently unfair. I'm a floor attendant too, and you're dragging me along. I feel like such a third wheel at those auctions anyway. Let Aqua be the third wheel and let me handle the floor. I'll be the finest third wheel you've ever met, trust me. I want to do more than I've been doing. Different things, new things. Show some initiative, like. Well, I suppose it wouldn't change much to bring Aqua instead, but no costume time today, Ashley. I need non-plush fingers on duty in case of ticket jams. Leave Ashley alone, guy. Pinky can stay in storage for the afternoon. Oh, Pinky can stay in storage for the afternoon. I'm just happy to be helping folks out one way or another. I need to go get the van. Wait out front, please. Yeah, we're going to the auction. We'll probably be closed by the time you get back, so I'll see you in the morning. Floor attendant Ashley, away! I like her. Here we go! Oh, look how cute she is without her little apron. Leaving me waiting outside with my two traveling companions. Not much time to chat, however, as Gavin pulls his van up and the rental trailer around. Oh my, how exciting. I rarely go on adventures these days. It's just a quick trip, ma'am. Any trip is an adventure if you make it one. Oh, I love Francine. I love Francine. The four of us pile in and it's off to the highway. When do I get to go to WubSub? I want to see who works at WubSub. Aw, look at us all in the van. Me hanging on outside the window. Gavin, consulting a driving map on his phone, leads us out of the city via a series of weird turns and bags. Why does this look like the Mystery Machine? Right? I'm not wrong, right? Trust me, this will save time in the long run. Where's Hamza set up this time? On site, some abandoned estate just outside town. It's about to be torn down, but they found a trove of arcade games in the basement. Nice. Woohoo! So exciting. I love arcade raids. Arcade auctions. Raids. Auctions. You guys got an arcade to English dictionary I could borrow? Francine, without looking up from her knitting, answers, a raid is when a bunch of collectors get together and rescue games before they can be junked by their original owner. An auction is when someone sells off their arcade games one at a time to a crowd of active bidders. So, which is this, a raid or an auction? It's both, dearie. Hamza, that sweet boy, buys up private collections before they can be thrown away. He rescues them from that terrible fate and then auctions off his finds. Sort of. Okay, now I'm fuzzy on the sort of part. I'm the newbie here, remember? Well, okay. So Hamza obviously auctions off games for cash money, but he's a very whimsical kind of guy. Once I saw him trade off a vintage Burger Time in exchange for someone's super secret chili recipe passed down through generations of family. In other words, he's just on the edge of being a loon. This would be a lot simpler if it was just a raid. We pay up front, we declare what games we want, and cart them away.
Instead, he ambushes us with these impromptu auctions and makes us come down there to entertain his whims.
Wonderful. I think it's sweet. He wants to make sure the games go to good homes, to people who really want them, even if they can't pay. And really, we should be honored we got an invitation. He's trying to cut out the big franchise arcades like Deco's Place and help the little guys like us. It's inefficient and relies entirely on keeping on Hamza's good side. Huh. Helping out the little guys sounds good here. I'm guessing Hamza's the sort of person who would let a kid have the game of his dreams for free. He doesn't care about money, he cares about people, am I right? Correctamundo! Hamza's a great guy. Is he hard to predict? Sure. But he's got a big heart, and that means something in this business. Not enough big hearts left some days.
Yes, because that's how you pay bills and keep the doors open, by having a big heart. I won't deny we can sometimes squeak out a trait that's practically a steal thanks to his personal modus operandi, but let's not push too far here. We need to temper our expectations a little, I suspect.
I think not.
We don't have room to add many more games, especially relics like Hamza usually deals in.
What about the offsite storage unit? We could just rotate games in and out more often.
Nearly full to bursting, and not cheap for us to rent on a monthly basis. I'm not saying we have to go home empty-handed. Certainly a few holes in our roster we can fill, should we find an excellent deal and beat the other bidders. But consider this, above anything else, the way to maintain relationships with Hamza, even if we don't end up bidding.
Aww. Now, Naomi. Gavin knows the numbers. I'm in favor of making our little funplex more and more fun, but floor space is finite.
Okay.
And Gavin, remember, if we find some darling little game Naomi would lavish adoration
Well, I went to a
upon,
different tab for
we
seconds.
can
Why are you in
always
the
retire
Scooby-Doo van? I
an
said it
older
was the
game.
mystery machine. We're driving to a person named Hamza who has a bunch of arcade games to auction off, but he may not be auctioning them off for money, is what we're learning.
Life, my young friends,
is
a series of trade-offs.
Well, isn't it better to, not just settle and compromise all the time?
Well, now. There are trade-offs, and there are trade-offs. It's silly to say that you should never compromise. As silly as it is to say you should always compromise.
Francine is wise.
It's what you compromise that
sacrifices to
defines
see.
who you are.
I want to meet this Hamza character.
You're all so young yet. You've time to make mistakes in learning what trade you need to make.
Unless you don't make rent on your apartment or your stomach's growling. Iris and Juniper have pushed me to stop settling for less out of life, to stand up for myself and my happiness. And I've done just that without regrets, so everything should be fine now, right? Right? New default topic diversion. The weather! Well, at least it's a nice day for an outing, right? Oh no! Aqua! Wonderful. Glad I packed plastic bags to wrap cabinets in just in case.
That's our Gavin, always thinking ahead. Trying to protect your investments, huh?
From Hamza's invitation, it seems this arcade was largely abandoned and left to rot. I'd rather not add water damage to the ailments of the games are already suffering.
It's so sad when we come across a wonderful game that's just ruined beyond repair. Most collectors show their collections a lot of love, but others just don't care. You find old games in barns, exposed to the elements and falling apart.
I suppose this is one thing we can easily agree on. It's important to take care of your games.
For their resale value, you mean?
A broken game's no fun to play with. It's a shame to see a classic in a terrible condition. Consider pinball. Pinball games are very prone to breakdowns, particularly older ones. To experience them in their glory, you need to show them extra care. Even beyond a busted game running no quarters, it feels like a waste to allow an enjoyable game to lie follow. A waste of true potential.
Huh. Good point.
Glad to see these two getting along better, even if Naomi kept preemptively attacking him along the way there. With the rain pounding down on the van roof, conversation gets a bit difficult. Gradually, everybody resumes fiddling about with their phones, knitting, or driving, leaving me to wonder exactly where is this auction or raid happening anyway. We've been driving for some time, leaving the city far behind. What would a massive trove of arcade games be doing this far out into the sticks? Maybe it's some closed down roller rink or an old bowling alley or maybe it's a creepy old house that's likely haunted by exactly 87,194 ghosts. The music again. Ah, the classic Gem Luck and Play. So majestically awful. Gavin pulls up alongside any number of other vans and trucks. We're here a little late, it seems. Good grief, is this really the auction site?
Creepy. Definitely creepy. At least an 8 on the creeper meter.
The old home has character, I feel. Let's not judge it by the exterior, shall we? With all speed, the group hurries inside to get away from the weather. A large group has already gathered in the foyer of the crumbling estate, but one rushes forward to greet us in a blur, as the others pay little mind.
Greetings, friends.
Hamza! Oh, look at him! He's like Gilmore.
Hamza welcomes our friends from the Funplex. Welcome, welcome. Gavin, stalwart as ever. Naomi, love what you've done with your hair. Miss Francine, a beauty surpassed only by your wisdom.
Perfect. Oh, fresh.
And a new player, it seems. Who might you be?
Aqua Gem.
I see. Greetings to you and yours. I am known as Hamza, seeker of antiquity, finder of things lost, player of games. And welcome to, well, not my home, but a place where Hamza shall provide hospitality regardless.
Not gonna say that. Thank you for your gracious invitation, Mr. Hamza. I understand you only invite a select few. The Funplex is proud to accept your summoning. Now you sound like me. Indeed, I am very careful who I allow my events. These machines deserve owners who will respect and appreciate them. Hamza will accept nothing less. Alas, I have not a moment to enjoy your fine company, Aquagem. Perhaps later, but for now, it is time. Clapping twice for attention, Hamza rallies the small crowd in the room to begin the proceedings. Friends, companions, longtime allies of the noble art of the arcade, welcome, welcome to Donna Wood. This story begins nearly 30 years ago when legendary pop musician Donna Michaels, singer of such hits as Thrilling and Mama Don't Mope, did a stately pleasure dome decree. Here, the reclusive idol crafted a private amusement park, a petting zoo, and an arcade. Alas, she could only enjoy this paradise for a short 10 years before her tragic death. Gilmore's Glorious Hamza's... What's a good H word? Hamza's happy, hopeful arcade. Needless to say, the estate has fallen on hard times ever since. In this year it shall be torn down to make way for condominiums. But not before we have our say.
Friends, those games that Donna Michaels cherished still lurk one floor below, ready to be rescued from
Ooh, I
such
hope I
a
get to
terrible
choose.
fate. It is our moral imperative to do so.
Moral imperative.
I have paid the estate owners a princely sum for the entire lot. Now, Hamza parcels them out to you. By all means, browse the collection. See which pieces sing out to you.
Okay.
On the far table, you shall find refreshments, grapes, sparkling wine, and delicacies from my travels.
Delicacies?
Mingle, cavote, and we shall begin the auction in
I wonder
1
if
hour's time.
someone's going to be here who's like our competition or something. Indeed, a lavishly arranged table that probably costs more than any single arcade game to put together is descended upon by the invites. Soon after, I feel like I'm attending some ancient Roman celebration of debauchery and gluttony, not an arcade raid or an arcade auction or whatever.
Donna Michaels, I knew it. I should have recognized Donna Wood when we pulled in, but it was raining too hard.
Who?
You've never heard of Donna Michaels? She was the hottest musical act of 1980. Boop.
Naomi, I was born in 1990. Boop.
I'm totally plugging my phone into the van stereo so we can blast Girls Just Want to Play Games all the way home.
Girls
else just wanna play games. But first, I'm gonna go check out the cabinets in our arcade. I'm not really into mingling. Later.
She dashes off with all speed, heading for the stairs leading below. I suppose I should go network a bit. Hamza's events always draw an interesting crowd of rival arcade owners. Heading for the foodstuffs, Gavin arranges himself a plate, so he has an excuse to hang around and eavesdrops on the other collectors. Leaving me to, do stuff? Now I see why Ashley was bored at these events. Gavin schmoozes, Naomi analyzes finds, and Francine's already napping in a chair. I've got nothing to do. Well, when in doubt, find someone who knows what they're doing and stick to them like glue. Oh, I'm browsing the games with Naomi. I'm really not interested in the arcade version of Game of Thrones going on up here. Gavin can handle those guys. Me, I want to see this legendary arcade Hamza was talking up. So I head downstairs to join Naomi. Let's see. Ooh. Whoa. Is this a private collection or a full-fledged arcade? I was expecting a handful of games and a pool table or something, but this is easily 3 times larger than the Funplex itself. Even coated in dust and disrepair, it's awe-inspiring. And it's also hard to find anyone in this maze of tightly packed games. Invitees are browsing the available stock to decide what's worth bidding on. I'm gonna head to bed, Cobra. Alright, take care. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And we're gonna play this again for sure. I mean, obviously I'm only on chapter 2, so there's lots more going on. So we'll see what's up with Teo in the future. You know what I mean. I got to the floor in my playthrough. Oh, nice. Yeah, good night, hun. Take care. To decide what's worth bidding on, making it crowded as well. But eventually, I locate Naomi practically cuddling a narrow-looking TMNT machine. Frick yeah.
Oh! Aqua, look! A 2-player variant of TMNT. These were only released in the Oceania region. Such a rare find.
Wait, wasn't that game originally 4-player? Why would anybody want a version with only 2 joysticks?
Well, because I mean, it's rare. It's a find.
And it's less fun.
Not the point. Anyway, it's hard to find one of these, 2-player or 4-player. I'd love to have it for the arcade. I'd love to have that, and this one, and oh, if only I could take all these home with me. I mean, some have water damage, others likely have busted CRTs and controls. They all need work, but I recall the game she was working on when I first met her. Extensive repairs needed just to make it playable. So, not only would you have to bid and win the game, but you'd have hours of work and plenty of spare parts to purchase ahead of you. I know, isn't it great?
Okay, is there a nice way to say this? I know you love restoring these games, but do we actually have money for more new projects? How many restorations are in your backlog? Okay, I think I know you love these games. You really love bringing a broken old game back to working order, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. These games deserve to shine, as they once did ages ago. If I can turn back the clock and let them be what they truly can be, let people play them as they were in their prime, well, there's no greater feeling.
And you enjoy the challenge of restoration, too. Repairing hardware, replacing damaged art, the problem solving of broken monitors.
You know me so well, Aqua. Exactly.
And all of that is admirable. I really love how happy these projects make you, Naomi. But there's a flip side. How much time does it take to restore a game?
I'd say if it's in good shape, maybe a few hours. If it's really a wreck and needs extra love, a few days, maybe weeks if parts are on back order.
Okay, now think of the games we currently have and how many still need work or break down frequently. Can you take on a bunch of new projects?
Well, I could make the time. Work late, right?
Even a girl with bottomless energy has her limits. Naomi sighs, frustration building.
It's not fair. I know. I mean, I'm not dense. I know there's only so much we can realistically do. So many projects I can actually take on. But I wish I could do more. I wish we could do more. The Funplex has never really been a success. Even before I came on board, it was always struggling to stay afloat. I joined it because so few arcades
I'm invested
still
now.
have the games I love.
I'm gonna save this whole arcade. Listen.
But I can't turn our situation around, can I? No matter how hard I try. This was my first job. Part of me is hoping it'll be my last job, too. That I can happily spend all my days tinkering with these wonderful games. Every kid says they want to be a fireman or an astronaut or a robot cop or something, but nobody actually ends up doing that. Except me. I wanted to fix up arcade games, and that's what I'm doing. It's all I ever wanted to do. So when I see all these old, broken games, I just want to show them the love I can give. I could be happy working on them for the rest of my life.
Wow, that's dedication. And really? You went straight from school to an arcade job? I mean, I've meandered from job to job, never really sure what I wanted. That's normal, right?
Yeah! I'm the oddball here. It's funny, I followed my heart and found just what I wanted, what I needed, and now, well, now I'm scared someday it'll all come to an end. The Funplex will close.
And if the Funplex goes under, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. All I ever wanted was to work in an arcade. And I'm literally living my dream.
Okay, now I feel bad for bringing down her day. Hey, look, you never know, right? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll find a game down here that brings in thundering herds of players.
Right!
It's a slim hope, and we both know it, but Naomi clings to it immediately, eagerly. My low bank balance and grumbling stomach mean I need to cling to that hope as well. I made my choice. Now I need to make that choice work.
Just need to find the right game. Something nobody's played in a long time. Something that'll tug at the nostalgia strings. It's difficult finding the right balance, especially in the year 20 beep beep. A lot of these games are on life support, borrowed time.
But they can be repaired, right?
Well, yeah, for now. But CRTs, the monitors that power these old games, before LCDs and now 3D flats started replacing them, they're in short supply. Nobody makes them anymore. I mean, who buys a tube-based TV anymore? Nobody. It's all high definition and that weird 3D projection tech, which looks awful. Nobody appreciates a good CRT anymore.
Aren't high-def displays way cheaper, though? I've seen some old games running them in other arcades.
They're wrong, is what they are. These games weren't designed for pixel-perfect flat panels. They're designed for fuzzy tubes. The picture looks weird on LCD.
Even 2 weeks in, I'm still fuzzy myself on a lot of this stuff. But I grew up in the internet age. I'm silicone literate. I got opinions. Let's use LCDs and just bash people over the head to make their vision blurry. How about we buy some cheap and common games, then gut them for spare CRTs? That's what I was thinking, actually. Can't we simulate the fuzzy image and still use an LCD? She won't want to gut cheap and common games. But that was my idea. This is my idea. So it's a problem of having spare parts on hand long term. Short of building our own factory for cranking out TV tubes, there's a temporary fix. Buy some cheap common games and use them as organ donors.
Ugh. And ruin a classic?
Cheap and common, Naomi. Not some rare find, but one that's still readily available. We can even keep the cabinet itself so it can be restored later if need be. Point is, mixing and matching the guts will keep more fragile games afloat.
Makes sense.
Well, I mean, okay. Yeah, that does make sense. And I bet I could sell Gavin on that idea too. We need more rental storage, but I mean less ordering parts and less downtime. Okay, I'll see if there's anything down here nobody would want and nobody would need.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're with us at the Funplex. Whether you take my side or Gavin's side, it's just nice to have someone who cares about games around. Ashley's fun, but she's way more into cosplay than gaming. But it's kind of odd, you know?
What?
Feeling like I'm not alone. I know that sounds dramatic, but I'm so used to toiling away in my little workshop, with Ashley and Gavin not really caring about the things I love. They're kind enough to me and friendly. Well, Ashley is, but ever since you showed up, I feel like there's someone with me. It's odd. I'm not complaining though. I guess it just takes getting used to after years of feeling perfectly content to be alone. Away from strangers, crowds, I mean, it's not really my thing. I don't like to network like Gavin does or socialize like Ashley does. And now I'm making things weird, so I'm gonna stop there. Besides, I'm just about done taking inventory down here. How about you and I...
Suddenly shouting and stomping of feet from the floor above. Uh-oh. What the? Sounds like there's a fight or something going on up there?
I think we better go see what's what.
Quickly, we hurry upstairs.
What's going on? I heard shouting.
Hamza has ejected a representative of the dark carnival known as Deco's Palace from our midst, and not soon enough in Hamza's opinion.
Oh, okay. I guess everything's fine then. Excuse me, I'm gonna get to my work apron on since we'll be moving games soon.
Naomi, if you don't mind, after you change, we should coordinate our wish list. I want to get that settled before the auction begins. No, don't leave me alone with the Bacchanalian Orgy Master! Excellent! He's so smarmy, I love it! Now, let us resume the social amusements and jocularities. Aquagem, we will speak, yes? Hamza leads me off, away from the chattering crowd, presumably not to eat me, or yell at me, or anything like that.
I make it a point to get to know all who attend my gatherings. Clearly, I have been remiss, as I allowed one who works with the hated Dekonami to enter.
Oh, we have to meet this Dekonami eventually, right?
Hamza would like to know you better, my friend. Not that Hamza assumes you to be a spy, of course. It is simply a matter of what is proper and right.
I'm just a floor attendant at the Funplex? Not much else to say.
Come now. Surely there's more to you than that. Share with Hamza. Consider me an impartial third party. Surely there are matters that occupy your mind which would be inappropriate to air to your business partners?
Oh, he wants to know my secrets? Okay, this guy's clearly on a fishing expedition for dirt. Considering the high court of arcade royalty I'm supping with, maybe it's best not to give him anything. But I also don't want to make relations difficult for the Funplex. If this guy is really a leading supplier of cheap arcade games. Honestly, I've had a long run of bad luck. I won't bore you with the whole story, but the too long didn't read is that my family had a curse of foul luck for quite a few years. Moving from city to city, job to job. After I left home, I couldn't find stable work. Not until the Funplex, I guess. I'm determined to make this work, but I'll admit I'm in a vulnerable position. It's not exactly a jet-setting executive role.
Hamza agrees.
In fact, including firsthand. Yes, I have known hardship. We all have. In the course of events, you are not alone in that condition, Aquagem.
Hamza began as a mere urban explorer and hunter of rare objects for a wealthy buyer in Dubai.
Dubai!
You see, many debts pursued me. And in return for assistance in paying them, I stocked the arcade of his dreams. In time, my patron released me entirely from the woes of debt. They were difficult years, productive years to be certain. And throughout them, Hamza learned how to use the mystique of being Hamza to better achieve his goals.
Oh, I think this is a character he puts on.
Now
maybe.
I stand before you with power, and with hard-earned respect for that power. I leverage it to ensure that those who respect games as I do can enjoy them, even if they lack coin.
Nice.
But yes, I have known a hardship. We all have in the course of events. You are not alone in that condition, my friend.
Okay, so how do I get out of that condition? Do I need to indebt myself to a wealthy prince or something too?
No. You will need the will to dream and the will to work. The will to make the trade-offs that will bring you closer to your ambitions.
Oh. Francine was mentioning something about that earlier. Wisdom and beauty, that is Francine. Oh my god, Casa! Oh, I turned this up loud, sorry. The desktop audio. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this little scene and then we'll probably save. I'm trying not to make trade-offs, though. Not to settle. My parents, they gave up on so much just to barely scrape by. Ah, that is the puzzle, is it not? What to trade? Allow me to regale you with a story. Hansa makes a sweeping gesture to the beautiful ruin of the Donnawood mansion and to an oil painting hanging on the wall. At one time, Donna Michaels was a star on the rise. She had all she could ever desire and indulged in her desires all day long. But so indulgent was she that she failed to maintain the work that brought her there. After her second album didn't meet expectations, she lost interest. For years, she lurked in these walls as a recluse, playing games for hours and hours. Rumor has it that she was found dead with her beloved arcade, hands still wrapped around a glowing joystick, and she starved to death, lost in a game? Oh, no! I hate it! I'd say that's ridiculous, but I've seen Percy play for hours and hours at a time. And now her lost and nameless spirit haunts this very place. No. Adrift as a ghost in the machine. Too spoopy for me, man! Too spoopy indeed, and obviously a grim fairy tale rather than reality, but I feel there is an important truth buried in the myth. I ask you, was Donna's life spiritually satisfying? She didn't need to make any more albums. She wanted for nothing and had everything. You could even say she died doing what she loved, playing games. Okay, but she still died. No getting around that.
Hamza agrees.
Precisely. So many years thrown away, refusing the world around her in favor of a dream. A dream is a lovely thing, Aquagem, but you must balance a dream in one hand and the world in the other, at all times. Naomi, she clings to her dream. Gavin, he clings to the world. Neither of them are truly happy as a result. And what of you, Aquagem? Do you seek to be truly happy? Well, duh, what else was I going to answer except yes? But Hamza pressed a finger to my lips to silence me. Hold that thought. The auction is about to begin. Hamza claps twice, calling the room to attention.
Greetings, friends.
Let us proceed to the arcade below. We have many games to bid on, all of which must be out the door by morning. As always, I will accept alternate bids, but test not the patience of Hamza. If your bid is not a serious offer, the hours grow short. Any titles which find no takers will go to my own collection, but my hope is to find a happy home for every machine, one which will love and respect these games. He motions for me in particular to follow as the group files downstairs. This way, this way. A bunch of folding chairs have been set up in front of a large HD TV. One of Hamza's assistants loads up a photo slideshow of the games on offer as the group settles in. Hey, shouldn't Francine be here for this? It's technically her money. She trusted the two of us to make the right decisions on purchasing games. Plus, I'd hate to interrupt her nap, or her knitting, or both. I swear she can knit in her sleep.
Oh, I'm just too nervous. I think I'm gonna go browse the games again, see if there are any I missed. It's so dark down here. I swear I didn't see them all.
And how about you, Aqua? Want to watch the auction with me or go help Naomi search the arcade? I'm fine either way. Ultimately, you're only here to help us lug our purchases out the door, so do whatever you like. Thanks, I think. I feel like I already helped Naomi. Well, let's help him. Auctioneering sounds fun. Do I get to wave our bidding paddle around? Hamza's auctions are usually a shout-out-loud affair rather than discreetly signaling, but I admire your enthusiasm. I settle in next to Gavin on one of the rickety old folding chairs. Not quite as posh as the banquet spread above, but hey, it's business time, not indulgence time.
Naomi sent me a list of games she wants me to bid on. We argued it a bit, and I managed to bring her down to 3 must-haves, and the rest would-be-nices.
Okay.
Needless to say, if the would-be-nices start bidding up, I won't be bothered.
Okay. Do we have the storage space for the would-be-nices?
Well, technically, yes.
And what about the cash?
Like I said, only if they don't get driven through the roof.
Okay. Then maybe keep an open mind, right? Don't forget to see the forest for the trees while looking at the bigger picture, or something.
Right. Right. As Francine says, I know. But there's certain hard realities in play.
It has begun.
It has begun! I half expect mid-90s techno to start blasting as the slideshow begins, but nope, just pretty photos of old games.
Behold!
They could be yours, all yours. But before we dive right in, I'd like to take a moment of recognition for Donna Michaels, whose spirit inhabits these halls. We who are about to rescue her games do so out of respect for her and her passions. May her soul be at peace with her beloved arcade in good hands. I thought he didn't believe in that tall tale, or is he just being theatrical because that's the way of Hamza? Now then, we commence the auction, friends. Settle in and wait for Gavin to take an interest in the games. Oh, I settle in and wait for Gavin to take an interest in the games on bid. Our next item up for bid. Oh, hey, I recognize this. It's a joust, just like the one I moved out on the floor 2 weeks ago. Out to the floor 2 weeks ago. Gavin frowns at his tablet, confused. Why is this on Naomi's must-have list? We already own one of these. The bidding opens at a pittance, a mere $50. Gavin shakes his head, ready to let this slide by, but I think you need to. It would make a good tournament. Hang on, it's a popular enough game, right? It's not a dog, but it's hardly a top earner. Maybe she's thinking we should run a tournament with them, 2 players going head-to-head, competing for a score. I usually avoid hosting events like that at the arcade. More trouble than they're worth.
Downfall.
Now let's see where the bidding goes. 100, 250, 400, $1,000 to complete my Midway collection. Nope, not worth it. Before I can eject, it's over.
Sold.
Yeah, seems once he hears a bid he likes, it's all over. No going once, going twice. Our next item for auction is this, a rather unique piece. And egads, is that one ugly football game? Looks like the side art stickers weren't even put on straight. The white paint is totally uneven, the marquee's been broken, the monitor has a big old as-is note. The joysticks are 4 different clashing colors, and... Do I hear 50? 40? Wait. I nudge Gavin, whispering, put a bid on it.
Pardon?
Why? It's positively grotesque. I recognize the shape and the joystick colors. That's not really a football game. It's a TMNT. Naomi told me earlier that we need one of those. I thought they only had the crappy 2-player one, but that's definitely a TMNT at heart. Ah, cheaply done conversion. No doubt some fool thought he'd get more profits off a sports game and lazily chopped it up. It'd need restoration work, granted, but slowly he stands
I
up.
suppose.
I'd be willing to take it for $40. Maybe we can salvage the monitor. Good, good. All games deserve a home, even the ugly ducklings. Are there any other bids? No? Not a one? Very well.
Sold.
Yeah, we got the TMNT. I could swear I spotted Hamza wink at me. Does he know we just conned him, and is he okay with that?
Impressive.
You're more knowledgeable about old arcade games than I thought you'd be. Well, my parents took me to arcades all the time back when I was a kid. Had a few favorites, like TMNT, Q*bert, and... Oh, I'm having a memory. And those were good times. Better times.
Very well.
Well, I suppose you can relive those good times a little once Naomi restores that game. During your breaks and after work, please. Yes, sir. I realize my demeanor is one of a seriousness, but it's not like I'm anti-fun. I enjoy a pinball game or two, for that matter. I thought that was more for the challenge, though. Order to chaos, developing mastery over the game, and so on. Which is fun for me. Fun is a highly variable concept from person to person. For example, undoubtedly, Naomi is going to have considerable fun restoring that TMNT back to its former glory, precisely because it's so mutilated. The Funplex provides fun in any form for the visitor requires. That is my endgame, the goal I reach for. The tricky part I've found is balancing conflicting fun, ensuring as many dreams are realized as possible despite reality being rather harsh about it all. We need to watch our budget today if we're going to optimize that fun. Do you understand? I guess. Being optimal is fun for you. I suppose it is at that. Okay.
Reverend splendor.
Jewel collector's treasure trove, provided they are discerning collectors who appreciate such splendors. And the next game is a black and white driving game from 1970. Beep. I give you Death Race. Inspired by the movie of the same name and decorated with skulls, it sparked controversy nationwide.
Seriously?
That relic is seriously on Naomi's must-have lists? Absolutely not. Not only is it an ancient artifact of a bygone age, I'd rather not have angry parents mad that... Oh. Not only is it an ancient artifact of a bygone age, I'd rather not have angry parents mad that little Timmy ran people over in a video game. They're gremlins, not humans. Very, very blurry little white blobs of gremlins. Doesn't matter, it won't earn, and earning is critical for a small arcade such as ours. Oh, I don't know which one I do like this one. Okay, so it wouldn't earn, but it's a legendary game, Gavin. Its importance in the lore of arcades is undeniable. More importantly, Naomi wants this game. You told me your dream is to support the dreams of others. Considering we skipped her first game and got a TMNT for pennies on the dollar, I think we can afford to make her dream come true. You're right. I've been letting so many of her wishes slip by during this auction. Perhaps this is the ideal time to make it up to her and obtain a unique treasure. Hamza, the Funplex bids $250. Godzooks, a find like that, I can't go for a paltry $250. I bid $300. Pixapalooza, $400. Consign at $500.
Such fire.
5. We have 5. Do we have any other numbers above that? 6. Gavin. 6 of one, half dozen of another. Tarnation. No one willing to match.
Sold.
Seems you've won yourself a piece of arcade history, Gavin Cooper. Sold. Satisfied, Gavin sits back down and offers me a curt nod of thanks. And that's everything on our list. Well, the must-haves and a few of the would-be nicest. Now to sit and wait while Hamza grinds his way through the rest of the stock. We can't start moving games out until the auction's complete. Naomi's not really replying to texts. Can you go find her? I'm sure she's around here somewhere. Let her know what we bought. Sure thing. Leaving the excitable auction master and his compatriots behind, I started wandering through the maze-like arcade of Donna Wood's private collection. Naomi! Naomi, where the heck are you? Dark and quiet back here. Where could Naomi be? It's not like it's an infinite play of games. There's only so many places she could hide. And as I walk by a game, the screen lights up. I freeze in my tracks as my hand accidentally brushes past the glowing joystick. It seems familiar, like something from a story I heard once. Oh. Hamza's tall tale. He said Donna Michaels supposedly died while playing one of these games, a game with a glowing joystick. I should walk away. I should go. I have official Funplex duties. I've been very good about not gaming when I should be working. But someone's already inserted a quarter. The game is ready to play. One game couldn't hurt, right? Just one game. I want to play the game. Oh. Oh. I mean, I guess. My hands wrap around the stick as my eyes drink in the colored light swirling in the screen. I think I better save here. I think this is a good place to stop. I think this is a good place to stop. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me tonight. I am so down for this game. I'm having so much fun. I will definitely continue playing it. I know. I was hoping it would turn spoopy. But we'll see. It might just be... Who knows? Who knows? We'll find out next time. So, next week is Pet Sketch Week, which means if you get your pet photos in to the Discord, !Discord, and I'm going to choose a few and sketch them out. So, and then next Friday, maybe we'll get back to this, because I think that would be fun. Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, everyone. I had a great time. Take care. And have a one. Don't leave us. No, I have to. It's late. It's late. I've been streaming for 4 hours and it's like 1 a.m. So I have to, my dear. But have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you all next week, Yoshi. Okay. Good night, everyone. Take care. Bye.